Ayan, we're
So
live.
we're live. I'm not
Okay.
seeing the stream or anything. Ayoko na
Wait. Let me go to your page.
Yes. So hi guys. So
Ayan.
we just watched Gameboys the movie and we were going to
Yeah.
unpack it, but we thought that we'd just do it live para oh my god, I still can't what to say.
I will, kasi it's my, napanood ko na siya last week and then pinanood ko ulit siya tonight. Ano mo? Kasi nung first time kong pinanood, Carl, honestly,
Hmm.
like halfway through, hagulgol na ako. From the Tita Susan moment onwards,
Don't even get me started with Tita Susan, my god.
hagulgol na ako.
Gusto ko
Para syempre, the first thing we have to talk about is Tita Susan.
gusto kong batuhin yung TV. Tapos hindi siya niresolve. Hindi siya niresolve. Iniwan
Hindi
siya
nga
ng
siya.
ganon.
Oo,
Iniwan
oo,
siya ng
oo.
ganon.
Doon ako
Honest,
naiinis. Parang, ay, ba't ako blurred? Parang, ganun na lang, nawala na, umalis na lang siya.
di ba? Basta, the only way that we found out that she's gone is through Terence and ano pa.
Oo, oo. Kasi ako parang, matutulog na si Gav and Kai doon sa kwarto ni kung saan si Tita Susan. And then
No.
biglang, okay, wala na pala si Tita
Sobrang
Susan.
triggered ako kay Tita. Sobrang, hindi ko alam kung trigger yung tamang word or PTSD.
Oo. Both. Feeling ko talaga both. At parang lahat nga tayo, no?
Lahat tayo
Totoo
tinry
siya.
invert.
Totoo. Lahat. Naisip kita din nung Tita Susan scene, parang,
Gusto ko
ay nako.
sunodin yung bahay. Gusto ko sunodin yung bahay pero gising pa sila.
And then, Carl, yung yung bahay mo?
Oo.
Yung bahay mo ba? Kala ko yung bahay ni Tita Cora.
Hindi naman natin nakita yung bahay ni Tita Susan, Tita Su. Oh.
Alam mo ba, tapos kung i-decipher mo pa, isa pa ako kung ba't ako nainis kay Tita Susan. Ba't ba ako nagbe-blurred? Ginamit pa niya yung sakit ni Tita Myra to convince Gav. Parang,
isa siyang blackmailer.
Tapos, and then, reveal pa ni Gav na habol pala ni Tita Susan yung kita ng mga nagre-rent.
Wait lang Gusto mo yung tumuloy-tuloy talaga tayo? As a background pala, we have to explain kung bakit wala si
Ay, nag-stop ka, Carl. Carl, where are you? Nawala ka, Carl. Ayan. Okay na. Okay.
Oo nga eh. And si JC is very busy right now, pero
apartment. Yes.
In the future, makakasama natin siya when he also watches this. And we are doing the Gameboys Unpacking, and we dove right straight to Tita Susan.
Makakanood pa si JC kasi extended yung show.
Ay, gusto ko pa siya panoorin kasi ulit talaga. Promise.
Oo. Yeah.
Shit, gusto ko panoorin ng sabay-sabay tayo.
Diba? Kasi tinatanong ko sa'yo kanina. Gusto mo mag-RV? Kasi masarap siya panoorin na may kasabay.
Yes.
Kasi gusto mong manghampas.
Yes.
Hirap na hirap din ako kasi nung pinanood ko mag-isa, parang ano gagawin ko dito? Mag-isa ako sabay.
Ang ingay ko mag-isa. Pause ako ng
Ako
pause.
din.
Tapos lakad ako ng lakad sa harap ng TV.
may moment, Carl, as in kailangan ko magpahinga sa kakaiyak. Yung, as in, okay, hindi na kaya ng diwa ko to.
Grabe. Pero, sige. Siseryosohin pa
Tita Susan.
Siseryosohin pa natin Tita Susan. As in,
yeah.
Bibigyan pa natin siya ng what do you call this? Ng
airtime.
Siyempre, pero ka-trigger siya. Actually, if there's one major or parang overarching thing that I realized watching the movie is that nobody is perfect. Doon ko nakita, sa movie ko nakitang wala sa kanilang, even our favorite characters, nobody's perfect.
In what sense? Sige.
Like, for example,
Oh.
si Terence.
Oh.
May endear ka sa kanya, pero
Well,
makikita mo yung flaws din niya.
Oo, yeah. Kasi
Kung
yung
ano yung
ginawa niya
ginawa-
kay Achilles, di ba? Oo.
Tapos ginawa sa kanya ni Wesley. Diba?
Oo. Yeah. True.
Doon mo makikita nga yung relativity ng mundo na you really tolerate the people that you like. You only tolerate the people that you like.
Well, yeah. Oo.
Nobody's perfect.
Why would
Nobody's perfect talaga, di ba?
Oo, true. Like, in terms of Cairo naman, hindi naman masyadong evident dito yung flaws ni Cairo. Eh.
Kasi naman, we had
Parang,
a whole season. We had an entire
we had the whole season 1. Oo.
To see yung mga, di ba, ilang beses natin sila napag-usapan. Pero yung mga others, like, kunwari, even Achilles, di ba? Pearl had her own show and we had a lot to say about Pearl.
Yeah, totoo. Loko-loko. Alam mo kay
Tita
Pearl.
Susan, hindi ko siya makitaan ng positive talaga.
We
pinag-usapan
namin to eh. Kasi parang in Tita Susan's heart, in her heart of hearts, in her religious heart.
Meron siya nun. Pa-qualify mo.
Feeling niya she's doing the right thing, di ba? Parang in her head and in her heart, feeling niya ginagawa niya yung what's right to save Gab from eternal damnation.
Yes. Yes, hi Jude, live ang unpacking namin kasi hindi namin kinaya. Hindi ko kaya.
Hindi kinaya ni Carl. Pero yun, parang feeling ko naman si Tita Susan. Yun. Pero, although,
Susan ka ba?
Oo, yeah. Not a relative. Hindi siya relative. Pero, the family of, as in, ginanyan ako sa church na I have to be cured. Sabi sa akin nung dad, nung churchmate ko. Ano pa ba? Yung priest mismo. Ginanyan na ako ng priest.
When you were,
when I went to confession.
Yung growing up and you have somebody na like that.
Yeah.
Ako naranasan ko. Meron akong literal na tita talaga. Nasa States na siya.
Talaga?
Sobra.
As in, inaano ka, malambot ka daw, ganun.
Alam mo yung mga microaggressions na binibigay nila sa'yo. That's why, and then, in the end, yung mga dinners, yung mga when the family's together, they sobrang you will eat really the microaggressions along with the meal. To the point na parang talagang really they will force you to crawl into your shell. Tapos magtataka sila na hindi ka close sa family.
True.
Kasi yung
si Tita Susan guy, hindi na microaggressions yung kay Tita Susan. Macro na yan.
Ano yun? Talagang
outright.
Oo. Aggressive. Pero yung nga, tas yun, so feeling ko may PTSD ako kay Tita Susan.
True.
Alam mo yung
super
oo. Sobrang
go.
Hindi, yun. Tas hindi ko alam hindi ko siya ma-articulate pero
medyo actually as a community, medyo deep-seated talaga yung ano na yan.
Ang sama ko nga eh. So
pain.
I guess we just have to wait for them to die out. It's really it's really a certain generation
Yeah, that's so true. Tas hindi mo na mahirap na mabago yung ganyan.
Na talagang alam mo actually
Go.
When they visit from the States, I really don't know how to behave around them.
You don't have to, do you have to
That's also the reason why, di ba parang, ang dami ko na napuntahan, hindi pa ako pupuntang States. That's also the reason why I don't want to,
Kasi nandun sila.
Syempre, kailangan kong mag-interact with them, di ba? Kapag pumunta ako sa States.
What do they say, Carl? Harap-harapan.
Ganun. As in, microaggressions ka na parang kailangan ka ba magkaka-girlfriend, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, kunwari, I'm in
the
table, tapos, I mean, that hindi na. Ngayon hindi na because ever since I started working and I started to parang gain a certain level of I don't want to call it success, pero once they feel na kapag
Independence.
oo, na kapag napikon ako, I just up and leave, tumigil na sila. Pero alam mo yung ganito ka grabe, kasi kunwari, you're in a party, ganyan, or in a gathering, or magkakasama kayong lahat. Tapos yung mga microaggressions that they will talk ill about gays. O yung mga bakla, ganyan, wag ganyan, ganyan, whatever, mga ano sila, ganito, ganyan, like this, like that, there, it's not really directed towards me, but it's like telling me na, alam mo yun?
Yeah. Oo. My God. Well, welcome to...
At saka my mom actually told me, asked me before if I wanted nga to see a shrink.
To convert.
To cure it.
Yeah, to cure it.
Cure it.
Yay. Yay. Baka may vaccine. Baka naman may magkaka-vaccine na yung homosexuality.
Gata ka.
Gata ka.
Yung genes, di ba? Oo,
Hi,
yes,
well.
I'll set you up with that. Yun yung mga job ng mga tite. I have a oo.
May kilala akong girl na ganyan. Alam mo, nung bata ako, hindi naman ako masyado. Was I? Siguro a bit, but it didn't really scar me that much. Baka kasi hindi din ako malambot nung bata ako. Maybe.
Pero you were saying na meron tayong kasama sa group, sa fans na used to be a Tita Susan.
Doon sa unpacking namin, I'll upload it din. Re-record namin. I just have to edit it. Kasi 3 hours yung unpacking namin. Kasi ilan ba kami doon sa group. Pero yun, she's an ex-Tita Susan. And then, because of Gameboys, parang may churchmates siya. Yung unpacking namin, pag napanood nyo, nakakatuwa siya, Carl. Kasi it's really different people from different walks of life around the world. Mostly, even in the Philippines, may taga Jensan, may taga Visay, basta kalat-kalat siya, Albay, ganyan.
Bukid yung New York.
Yung ex-Tita Susan, parang ang sabi sa kanya ng church friends niya who are gay, sabi niya, watch Gameboys before pa to para maintindihan mo yung struggles namin. So she watched Gameboys and then it's dun, biglang natutunan niya. Tapos pinapanood din niya yung RVs natin.
Dito siya
Like,
natuto?
oo, sa Gameboys. Tsaka sa mga unpacking.
Ha?
Oo. Yeah. Sabi niya. Ano? Carl, ang choppy mo. Naputol ka.
Bakit ang choppy mo? Sorry. Oo nga, ikaw rin. Sabi ko may mga katuturang nagagawa pala itong mga pinagagagawa niya.
Nagulat nga din ako. Pero yun, ang laki ng niya. It really open her eyes. Tapos, eto pa, Carla. So, ang sinasabi niya, parang, syempre, because of Gameboys, she enjoyed it and then dami niya natutunan. So, she would tell it to her other friends. Umabot sa pastor. Pinagalitan siya kung bakit niya pinopromote ang Gameboys.
So, ano yung sagot niya sa pastor?
May ganon. I don't know. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, parang, it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Ayan. It's so interesting kasi her position. Kasi she's still trying to balance it. Her, her faith and yung teachings ng church niya and yung pagiging ally niya. Kasi parang genuine ally siya. Genuine ally talaga siya. Pero ang hirap i-balance nun. I honestly don't know paano mo i-balance ang teachings ng church and that.
Wait, mali.
Ayan,
Same. Alam mo yun, kaya diba parang kapag may mga gatherings, sometimes they don't understand why we make excuses na hindi pwede, na we can't go, or basta, I do understand.
Well,
sino yung gusto makilala ni
Ayan, kasama si Joy sa unpacking na yan.
Okay.
And interesting no unpacking. And it's such an interesting point of view na
Mhm.
how does one balance it out niya? Being religious in that sense, na active sa church. Pero you want to be an ally also. Ang hirap, di ko alam talaga
Alam mo
how.
kasi, ewan ko, it's so hard for us because we, like, in particular, the two of us said, we grew up in Catholic schools.
Yeah,
So
yep,
parang we were bred to actually go against our nature.
yeah.
Can
Mm-mm.
you imagine that? Parang
Oo.
growing up, you were being taught that what you are essentially is wrong. So parang
Yes.
you grow up with this dichotomy within yourself, or parang hindi ka lang dichotomy eh. Parang it's you versus you.
Mm-mm.
Brain
Kasi
versus
you
heart.
are, you're net. Tsaka you're told, hindi nga, for me, hindi nga
Diba?
siya brain versus heart eh. It's really buong pagkatao mo. Mali ka.
Mali
Hindi
ka,
siya brain
yes.
versus,
Oo.
di ba?
Hindi, kaya nga, so parang naglalaban siya in a sense na parang there's the intelligent you and who has actually imbibed this culture. It's a culture eh. It's a cultural thing. We are a
Yeah,
Catholic country na
yeah.
aminin naman natin if you go to those kinds of exclusive schools, ganun din talaga yung tinuturo, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Tapos there's
Yes.
the raw you who just really wants to express himself. Yung dalawang yun is always sometimes nga it's so palpable na even like kunwari you're in a certain situation, you can feel the two arguing against each other kung anong gagawin. Or at least feeling ko sa'yo more or less na nanalo na yung ano eh, 'di ba?
Oh, matagal nang nanalo. Matagal na siyang nanalo.
Sa akin kasi, yung
Sa'yo,
nanalo pa
sa'yo,
rin
oo.
yung Susan side.
Yeah. Oh my God, Carl. You
Alam
have a
ko kung
Tita
ano yung
Susan in
sinasabi ni
you.
Tita Susan. Kaya ako napi-PTSD sa
Oo.
kanya. Kaya ako gustong batuhin yung TV. Yun mo yun?
Mm. True. Kaya din siya triggering, no? Kasi meron talaga tayong Tita Susan voice.
They are
You were
real.
programmed with a... that's true.
Mm.
Totoo.
And they're real na may mga tao rin out there na nakakalat. Diba?
Oo.
Which is like,
Diyan
hindi,
nanggagaling, kay Tita Susan nanggagaling talaga yung internalized homophobia. All the Tita
at saka, sa
Susans.
mga taong katulad ni Tita Susan, kung bakit kailangan mag-come out ng mga tao na, while hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit.
Kung
This is
bakit
quite
coming out is such a struggle. Oo.
or why
Totoo.
is it such an event? Kasi honestly, sa totoo lang, ano ba yung pakialam ng outside world kung ano ka?
Totoo.
The people should care if you're destructive, or if you're like a walang kwentang member of society, or you do crimes, or if you're productive, or kung malaking contribution mo, or if you're brilliant. That's what they should care about. Pero kung anong
Yeah.
sexuality mo, I really don't understand why people should be
Yeah.
privy to it. Kasi parang
Yeah.
I really didn't want to get into this, pero recently I'm not sure if I want to get into this, pero I will na rin. 'Di ba parang recently have you seen the article na nag-out daw si Raymond
Oo,
Gutierrez?
yes.
And there
Oo.
was like a big debate. Sobrang may mga debate na may mga nag-comment kasi na parang matagal na daw nilang alam. Tapos there are
Correct.
people that say na parang wag niyo ipupu, it's a personal good doon siya magka-come out.
Yeah.
It's his coming out, don't go against it, just
Mm-mm.
welcome him. Pero through it all, ang reaction ko is, I don't think he was ever in the closet.
Yeah.
He never denied it. He just
Yeah.
he lived his life the way he wanted to.
Yes, true.
You see him around, you see his friends, you see
Yeah.
him express
Yeah.
himself, you see him like
Yeah.
be a professional and do well in his career. It just so happened that he's not talking about it. He's not talking about that part of his life, which is ano naman, parang
Yeah. It's his right, di ba?
yes, karapatan ng lahat ng tao, because even like for example, there are straight people who will not talk about their relationships, who they're dating.
Yeah.
It just so happened that he
True.
wasn't talking about his. So parang feeling ko, misnomer yung nag-out.
Ano ba nangyari? In-out siya? Pero ano naman siya, di ba? Like it
I
was...
didn't even bother to pero there was a whole debate na parang sabi ko, parang okay, parang unang-una, nagtatalo-talo kayo, you're all in the periphery. Diba? Parang,
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to express it now, 'di ba? He wants to tell us
Oo.
stories about who he's dating, ganyan, which is good for him. Pero para
Yeah.
naman sabihin he's out, I don't think he ever denied it. Did he? Did he?
I don't think so. I don't know, pero he never, it was never addressed. So at least now I think he's like just making a statement na okay, I'm gay, and then alam mo yun. I
But
guess
the
it's
only
part of
reason,
his
yeah, sige, go. Part
what?
of his. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's because of the likes of Tita Susan kung bakit kailangan mag-out ng mga tao.
Yeah.
Because I remember that whole scene, they were having dinner, and they just really
Mm-mm.
wanted to have dinner, and then he
Yeah.
pushed people to their limits. That's how I
Who?
think the world is like, parang
Who are you talking about? Tita Susan?
si Tita Susan just pushed them to their limits. Si Gab, tsaka
Oo. Yeah.
were first and foremost, she was in Gab's house.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And then she already had a, di ba, suspicion because she saw them washing the car.
Mm-mm.
She just was pushing them to actually admit it so
Also,
that she can talk on it.
nadulas din si Elijah, natawag niyang baby si Gab sa harap ni Tita Susan. Bro. Well,
Yan, teka lang, naman. May,
ano?
yan. Sabi ni Judy, issued a statement categorically saying that he's part of the community. Pero yun na nga eh. Have you ever actually heard the straight people having to do that?
Hindi. Eh, syempre, people always assume that people are heterosexual.
Yun na nga.
Wala pa tayo doon. Pero parang we're
Sometimes
getting there naman.
it's not naman about that eh. It's about din naman people knowing their boundaries in terms of other
Oo.
people. 'Di ba? Parang
Yeah.
okay, parang hindi mo naman kailangan malaman kung sino dinidate nito, alam mo yun. Katulad ni Tita Susan nga. Babalik ko yan lagi kay Tita Susan. Tita Susan, ano yung ambag mo?
Ayaw,
Yung
hindi siya
adult
makikipag-ambag. Hindi siya makikipag-ambag. Alam mo, yung ano ko din is, I don't know kasi if it's intentionally open-ended because
of
we know
season.
naman because there's a season 2. So, but if syempre we're just judging it as itong movie as a movie, as a standalone movie. I'll assume muna it's a standalone movie. Di ko pa alam kasi
It's
how
a
it
good
will link to
standalone
season
movie,
2.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
it is. Oo. Parang if we are to take that's Tita Susan arc na unresolved, sa totoong buhay naman, they are never resolved. Parang hinahayaan na lang natin sila. Diba? Parang you can't change them. How do you argue with them? Wala na eh. You just like,
Okay lang naman, as long as they don't bother you the way she was bothering them.
oo, that's true. Buti nga Cairo, stood up for them eh. Minsan kasi hindi mo kaya if it's your own
To the
relatives.
point that she was causing anxiety. Anxiety yung pinoportray na nangyayari kay Gav eh. You probably should see a doctor. That's really, it feels like it's clinical anxiety.
Yeah.
Yung maraming voices that keep on,
Anxiety, ano na yun? Anxiety attack. Literal anxiety
yes,
attack.
diba? Tsaka breakdown yung nangyari sa kanya. Buti nga hindi sila nabangga. And then, isipin mo, they just kept on driving and they only realized that they were in front of a beach nung next day na. That is a clinical meltdown.
Yeah. Sana
parang flabbergasted that everybody who were left at home were able to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I wonder. I'm so curious. Then also, what the Tita Susans would feel watching that.
But they still
Kasi
feel
mo,
right.
Grabe no. How can you feel right even? Kasi I'm sure naman, do they know the effect, the long-lasting and long-term effect they have over
Oo eh.
these
Ang
gay
dami niya,
kids. Grabe.
yung mga Tita Susan niya, madaming buhay na nasira.
Oo, totoo. True.
At
Kaya
ikaw,
alam
kung
mo,
paano pinipilit nila yung mga Bex na magpakasal, yung mga anak ng mga Bex na yon, isipin mo yun,
mm-mm,
even to that eh.
yeah. Kaya ang dami din in their generation na hindi out. Ang dami, no?
At saka
Like,
nagsusuicide, who led sobrang sad lives.
yeah. Oh, wala. Ewan ko. At least, slowly, we're moving away from that.
Ito
Doon
pa
na
yung
lang ako.
nakakatawa, yung personal Tita Susan ko, parang she was like also one of like the Mary Magdalenes in the family na madami ka rin pwedeng, like what Gav did, marami kang pwedeng ibato sa kanya back eh.
Yeah.
Like she
Alam mo, yan ang ano ko, yan ang issue ko with, sabihin ko ba to? Sabihin ko na lang.
sabihin
Yan
mo
ang
na,
issue ko with the typical religious person. They feel like they're so entitled to prove others that they're wrong at sila yung tama. Sobrang self-righteous, ang daming. Make up your mind, Carl. Ano bang gusto mo?
ay
Okay.
dapat ba ano lang, ganyan na lang, sige, ayan.
Okay.
Para they can see our faces.
Yun. Parang religious kind of empowers them to be, may self-entitlement talaga binibigay sa kanilang religion nila to judge and tell others that they're wrong. In the guise of their salvation, they're saving them. I hate it talaga. Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Cairo na di namin kailangan ng tulong nyo. Totoo naman.
Tama yun, no? And that Marla's sharing kung paano. I think you have to determine 5 things you're seeing, 5 things you're smelling, feeling.
Ito yung anxiety attack. Yeah. To calm down.
Nangyari sa
From
akin
an
yan.
anxiety attack. Ako
Nangyari
din.
sa akin yan. Nagkaroon ako sa kasal, hindi ko alam kung kilala mo si Rio Horolan. Pero yung taga-agency siya, malaking event. Sobrang nagkaroon ako ng anxiety attack. Buti na lang may kausap ako sa phone. So, alam mo yung bigla ka na lang iiyak na hindi ka makahinga. So, doon ko natutunan what you should do. Okay, name me 5 things that you see. 5 things that you...
Yeah. Nangyari sa akin yan sa Barcino, sa Greenbelt.
Oh, yes. And I remember that kwento.
Ay. Oh my God, alam mo ba yun?
Inuwento mo sa amin.
Oh my God. Well, kanya-kanyang kabaliwan.
Ito na yung sabi ni Akira. The Tita Susans would they even go inside the theater?
Yeah, they wouldn't be there. Kung ano to, hindi sila manonood. I don't think they would even know about Gameboys. Or they, alam mo yun. Ano nila talaga.
Hi, Paolo. Ayan si Paolo Arevalo.
Hi, Paolo.
Alam nyo, actually, what I really want to know from the people who are also with us tonight is how do you deal with the Tita Susan? Kasi tayo naman, we are at a certain age. I am already 16 and, parang Sid already 21. So, parang we can already hold our own. Pero
22. 22. Pinabata mo pa ako.
But for the younger people, kasi I'm looking back, kunwari, if I were Gabriel's age, and that's also how I would have handled it eh. Or even, I think he handled it better nga eh.
Yeah. Ewan ko, nung unpacking namin, may nakausap kami na may isang viewer doon, he was 20. Tapos, he lives in Albay. So, iba din kasi yung pag nandun ka sa ibang region. I guess it's not that easy to find a community, LGBT community.
Tamang pinili si Tita Susan sa Cavite.
Sa rural. Cavite. Oo, correct. So pag rural, parang iba din eh. Siyempre, a lot are still conservative, ganyan. So hindi siya out. Yung doon sa unpacking namin with the viewers, hindi siya out. Tapos, ang escape na lang niya yung mga shows na ganito, like Gameboys. Ganun na lang siya.
For us to judge eh. Like, I remember, oh my God, I'm sorry. I remember myself. I remember me, nung yung mga unpacking natin with GSP and how I would actually assert na parang bakit ganyan yung mga tao gusto makapag-out. But of course, in the space of 1 year, I believe that I've also grown a lot and have seen
Yeah.
actually parang weird, no? Parang it took the pandemic for me to pause from life and to actually see more of other people's lives. Na parang you
True.
realize na parang you can't judge people for not being out, for dealing
Mm-mm.
with the things the way that for dealing with things that you wouldn't know how to be dealt with because it's not happening to you.
Yeah.
Diba? Like, for example, it was happening nga in I don't know, siguro Imus siya, or I don't know which part of Cavite, and baka nga mas mahirap to deal with, parang as opposed to
Totoo.
us na pero ano mo kasi I'm also thinking supposedly nasa city tayo or supposedly parang influenced tayo by the world view, pero hindi pa rin naman
Oo.
din siya madali, honestly.
Yeah, but I think it's easier lang for us kasi we have more access to stuff, to people, or
Or mas matapang tayo. Mas
kasi it's
matapang tayo
easier
to
to.
decide.
Pero also, Carl, it's easier kasi when we walk around, we see gay people. Alam mo, it's easier
Sa
to
bagay.
find something like us, some
Allies and
people like
representation.
us. Oo, pero pag nandun ka, if you're in the rurals, it's not that easy kasi alam mo yun, yung access nila. Doon ko lang din na-realize. Tsaka also, etong Gameboys, parang naano ko yung impact ng Gameboys. Kasi yung mga nandun nga sa fan meet, may taga Jensan, may taga Davao, basta all around the Philippines. So parang iba din kasi yung POV natin na we live here in Manila and sila. Kasi feeling ko yung iba doon, kasi in mainstream media, before Gameboys, we didn't have this in free
Yes.
mainstream media. Di ba?
Na Filipino
Dito.
context, ha?
Oo. Correct.
Alam mo yun,
Correct.
parang you see white people doing it and, awakening
Yeah.
like that. It's just
Oo.
like porn. It's just like porn. Parang why is it so weird to see Filipino porn
Is
versus
it? Is it
it's
weird ba?
awkward. It's awkward to watch Filipino porn versus white people
Is
doing
it?
porn.
Parang hindi naman.
It is. Ang mas weird. Mas weird siya. Para
No.
para mas normalized, well, sa akin, para mas normalized sa utak ko kapag they're like white people being adventurous so much.
Okay. Sa akin hindi
I
na. Kasi tumitingin ako sa outer world eh.
Diyos ko,
Hindi na siya
sabihan niyo.
normal na siya sa akin. Ayan, tingnan mo si Jude din eh. Sabi ni Jude, hindi na siya awkward, Carl.
Awkward, di ba awkward?
Ikaw lang yan. Sa mundo mo yan.
We have to talk about the first time they had sex. Oh, di ba? Mali pala
Paano
tayo.
mo kinaya yun?
Hindi pala yung theater.
Oh,
ha?
Paano mo kinaya yun? Nag-ano pa sila,
Naalala ko
flip?
yung So-Go nights ko.
Nights, plural?
Ay, di ba? Bumalik nga kami. Pero wala naman nangyaring, hindi naman nangyari. Pero, I mean, ba't ang bilis nila?
Ano? Siyempre with the magic of editing na yun. Tsaka
Real
siyempre yung
time
prep
yun
time.
Real time yun eh. Ang bilis eh.
Hindi. May mga cuts yun, Carl. Siyempre yung
But
prep
anyway,
time to... Yung prep time na first time mo magbo-bottom, iba din
yun. Yun yung
yun.
sinasabi ko kay JC na pwede pala magharap. Sabi ko siya,
Ano,
pumasok
pwede
talaga
pala
sa utak ko yun. Pumasok sa utak ko yung pwedeng magkaharap. Ang dalawang lalaki.
Oo. Why?
Before I did it, hindi ko na-imagine yun, di ba? It really takes experience.
Oh my God, Carl! There is a Kama Sutra infographic of different positions.
Iba pa rin yung kapag andong ka na alam mo yun, parang yung na-challenge yung waist mo to actually like, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was really happy for them and parang feeling ko, it really felt right, actually.
And it was shot beautifully, no? Ang ganda nung love scene nila. I liked it.
It was well acted also, actually. Parang, I really want to give a shout out to Elijah and to Kokoy for Kasi parang it's sometimes kasi you feel naman that wala for just giving the right respect to gay sex.
Oo.
They are straight men, they are straight actors, and I just
Oo.
really felt the respect, and I liked it.
Mm. Totoo. It was handled very well and
It was.
respectfully. Uh, and it was super hot, I must
Ano
say.
yan? Yung mukha ni Elijah doon sa love scene na yon, oh my God, si Cairo lang ang nakita ko. Kasi
Tsaka
first
alam
time
mo
ni
yung
Kai.
Oo, first time. Tsaka alam mo yung favorite part ko doon, yung tawa nila sa dulo. Ang cute-cute mo.
Oo.
When they
Actually,
giggled sa
I
end.
can't relate
Cute.
with that. Pero, ganun ba talaga pag after? Para, okay, it's done with. Oh my God,
Not all the time, pero ang dami ko ding ganyan na we laugh
correct on Litmar.
after.
Hindi siya bastos nga. It's really part of the
Oo.
story.
Yeah.
It's really part of the story. And I didn't feel like, bakit ko to nakikita? Alam mo yun? Sometimes kasi baka pag
True.
may sinalpak lang ni Love, why am I seeing this?
Yeah. That was so nice.
I
Pero
can't
alam mo
wait
yun,
to
sa
experience
kabata, ay
Neverland.
wow, oo.
Oo naman.
Carl, pero iba yung preparation na if you're the first time to bottom, iba din yung preparation noon. So mag-research ka muna. Iba din. Hindi siya ganyan na parang, game na, game, okay.
Hindi, ano ko nga eh.
Hindi siya ganyan. Ang daming na-skip na steps. Para lang. But yeah, it's
Kasi may parang na ano ko doon, na speechless. Tapos sa kay Tita Susan. Tita Susan, hindi ka binigyan talaga ng arc ng what do you call this? Ng
movie.
Hindi,
walang redemption arc. Wala siyang redemption arc. Wala. And ako, for me, I don't know then if they'll tackle that in season 2. It would be very important. For me, they should. Kasi it's an interesting...
For me,
it's
just like, parang for me, it's enough that they showed... She is a tool to show that not everything in the world will be for you. There will be things that will be against you. Kasi ang mas nakita ko, what I choose to actually see is how the couple handled her.
Yeah.
To the point na parang, she was so after that scene, when she just like played all her cards, she was rendered so insignificant that we didn't even see her leave.
Yeah,
it was really about Cairo and Gab dealing with people like her. Like telling people like us, Sid, and everybody here watching us, na parang instead of like wasting time thinking about how to please people like her or them, we should parang think of ways how to support each other. It's not naman just like, parang Kai and Gavin, they're lovers and they're really supposed to, sabi nga ang ganda nga na sinabi ni Gavin na may relasyon tayo, may relationship tayo, lagi kitang iisipin. Pero like, of course, it's a given, they're in a relationship and they will support each other. Pero also, like kunwari, sila Wesley, diba? They were also trying to, in his own way, by not like going to dinner with them. That was his way of showing support because it might actually aggravate the
situation. Welga yun, welga.
Diba? Oo, diba? Parang
hunger strike.
Diba? I think
pa-deliver strike, pa-deliver na lang kami.
Ang nakuha ko talaga dun sa moment na yun, parang we should be thinking of ways on how to support each other against people like them.
Yeah.
It's not my kung magkakaroon sila ng redemption, problema na nila yun.
Ay, ako. Alam mo, medyo fortunate enough din na kasi ako na wala akong masyadong Tita Susan sa buhay ko. Except for, like, sa family, parang wala naman. Tang ina. I'll send you links. I'll send you links, Carl.
Hindi matter ang kailangan ko. Ang kailangan ko co-actor sa eksena. Ano ba?
Press 1
Diba?
kung gusto niyo maging co-actor ni Carl
Huwag
sa
na. Huwag na
eksena.
yun. My God, may Delta virus. No, but
Alam mo,
seriously.
yung ano, isa ko pang gusto, my favorite acting moment in the entire movie, well, one of my favorite acting moments in the
Mhm.
entire movie, yung goodbye ni Pearl, yung ayaw niya, yung meron siya malit na, no, don't hug me.
Mas gusto ko
Parang
yung
ako,
kay ano, mas gusto ko yung kay Terence kasi gusto ko si Terence. Char.
ako nga
Sobrang
parang, ano, yung mga tingin kasi nila, parang, magsa-throuple ba kayo? Gusto,
sobrang
gusto,
na-inlove ako kay Terence. Oh my God. I can't even. I cannot. Even. I cannot.
ang gwapo niya dito, ang gwapo niya dito, ang
Hindi.
gwapo niya.
Sobrang na-invest ako sa Western Union.
Ako din, same. Kung yun ang gustong gawin ng idea first, sobrang achieve.
Success.
I cannot, ang lakas ng Western Union. Yung nag-holding hands sila, as in yung pinod ko, as in pinos ko, kasi para, oh my God.
Alam mo yung parang, yung actually, di ba nag-tweet ako, oh my God, is this happening? Nangyayari ba to? Yun yung nung dumating yung dalawa sa bahay. I was like, is this really happening?
Why not, di ba? Why not?
Una biglang pagbukas ng pinto si Terence. Okay, fine. Tapos biglang the next day, dumating
si Wesley. Ang bilis nga din ni Wesley.
I love it. This is trouble. I love trouble.
Pero Western Union, malakas. Ang lakas ng Western Union. Realistically speaking, Tita Susan's exist, minsan wala talagang redemption arc for them. So true,
Well,
totoo. Minsan talaga, they're just stuck in their ways talaga.
This is the weird, I'm not sure if we could call it weird, but the sad part is, in their heads, tayo yung may kailangan ng redemption arc.
Oo. Hindi nga redemption salvation talaga.
Diba? Parang,
yeah.
So kaya nga sasabi ko, parang it's not really our duty anymore to, I don't know, parang I feeling ko they're past educating because in their heads they're also trying to educate people like us eh. And the argument, the debate will never end.
True. Tsaka also, kasi feeling ko in their heads, yun ang tama eh. And then I don't know talaga how to, pero yun nga, in our unpacking with the viewers, nag-change yung isang Tita Susan eh. She became an ally. So it's possible. Alam mo yun, it's not...
Yeah. And well then good. Pero for me kasi, yung mas iisipin ko na lang is how to save the person who's like suffering from her.
True.
Nandun na ako eh.
Kasi, ano talaga siya eh, it's really what's this? Kailangan mo umalis sa bahay. You have to be independent. Unfortunately, ganun. Diba? Kung may direct relative ka that you live with, na ginaganyan ka every day, you really have to. Kaya ang daming umaalis ng bahay ng mga youth. You just leave. Kasi hindi mo na mababago kung ganyan yung magulang mo or may whoever sa family mo na you live with na ganyan. Alis ka talaga. You only have to wait for that time.
That's why a lot of gay people really strive to be successful actually.
Yeah. True. Totoo. Yes, Western Union. Ang lakas ng Western Union talaga.
Mm-hmm. Sila yung nagdala ng kilig sa movie. Totoo yan eh. Kasi we were so rooting for Gav and Kai and we know how strong they are already and we're really interested in how they deal with the likes of Tita Susan and all those yung budding kasi relationship is Western Union.
Yes. I don't know nga eh kung ano siya, kung saan siya dadalhin. Kasi they also revealed the issues.
Mami.
Oh my God. Grabe naman.
Hindi ko kasi binasa bago ko finlash. Pero James, parang hindi si Sid yung tinatanong for that.
Maghanap ka ng may links.
Ng bottom
I will mag-tweet out ako ng links.
Sorry, hindi ko kasi binasa. Nakita ko lang giving any tips. Hindi ko nabasa.
Kuya Sid, yung iling ni Pearl, pinanood namin ng friends ko. Oo, grabe, iyak ako ng iyak doon. Tapos nabuhay GC namin. Parang na-miss
Very
namin ni
real,
Pearl.
no?
Super,
Very real.
oo. Sobrang real. And then, personally kasi, parang shinare din kasi ni Adriana in Sixth Sense na meron siyang like she's clingy, may abandonment issues din siya. So nung parang yung acting choice na yun, parang feel ko na ang lalim nung para oh my god. As in umiyak na ako and then doon talaga wala na. I lost it. As in,
Ano
okay.
ko ba naiyak? Naiyak ako sa part ni Tita Susan eh. Kaya tinan mo, yung hindi na maga yung ano ko.
Hindi, Tita Susan doon talaga nag-start. And then, tuloy-tuloy na. Pero yung kay Pearl, yung nagre-recover na ako. Kasi nag-sex na sila. Kasi nag-sex na sila eh. So para, oh my God, sex. And then biglang, okay, nagpapaalam na sila sa isa't isa. Tapos yung kay Pearl talaga yun. And then after nung kay Pearl, tapos pumasok na yung SB19 song, and then wala na, tuloy-tuloy na.
Actually, sorry pero sobrang na ano na ako. Kaso nga lang, I was really sobrang, alam mo, parang nafe-feel ko na what was happening to them. They were going to be separated. They were buying tickets and stuff like that. And I understood that they had to do that. They already had a talk in the beach. I was just really distracted by their singing.
In their live stream fundraiser? Iyak ako ng iyak
being
doon.
honest
Ano ka
here,
ba?
ha?
Alam mo, hagulgol din ako doon. Sobrang
Hindi, pero
hagulgol ako doon.
I was feeling all the feels. Pero I was really distracted by the singing.
Especially yung nag-zoom in siya.
Maganda yung acting.
And even the cinematography, yung nag-zoom in na siya, and then it's suddenly not a live stream anymore. Iyak ako ng iyak.
I think the Tita Susans are motivated by genuine care for people. Marunong mag-adjust ng method ng mga ganito. There are Tita Susans that use religion as a way of exerting power. I think kasi the problem nga is parang this will never end. Because people like us naman, yung mga gustong i-change, will always push back. So I think naman din kasi, even din kasi for us, we also have the tendency to be too hard on people who don't understand us. And I mean, kailangan natin aminin yun that there's sometimes we just exert ourselves also. Well, we have been kasi tayo yung inaapi for the longest time, di ba? Or tayo yung minority. So it's really understandable kung bakit tayo sensitive and why we are so combative. Pero sometimes kasi for me kasi hindi matatapos yung conflict unless both sides realize na parang pwede naman, we can just leave each other alone, di ba?
True. Totoo. Carl, gusto ko lang naalala ko lang ngayon. Kasi napansin ko na lang siya the second time I watched it. Noong nag-live stream sila, they were singing, yung live stream video, okay? And then they were singing. Napansin mo ba, si Gav masaya, may acceptance na si Gav. He was okay with their decision. And then si Cairo yung malungkot. Parang doon nag-hit kay Cairo na parang, oh my God, maghihiwalay sila. Kasi before that, Kai was the one na tatanggapin ko kung ano yung decision mo. Yung napansin ko kanina, parang, oh my God, si Gav, masaya siya. Parang, okay, I've accepted our decision. Pero si Kai yung malungkot doon sa... Yun, parang napansin ko lang siya nung second time, malungkot si Kai. Parang, oh my God.
Sabi ko nga kanina, andun pa ako sa nadidistract ako nung sing. Patawarin nyo na ako, yun talaga na-distract talaga ako.
Kuyugin nyo si Carl, attack nyo si Carl sa Twitter.
Alam mo, na-miss ko si Mami Sue Prado.
Si Mami Leila.
Mami Leila.
Yeah.
Pero nakita
ko
that. Yung parang, it was a mirror of their first kiss. I really love that touch. Sobra.
Super. Ang daming ang mirroring eh. Sobrang daming mirroring.
We haven't even talked about Gav's nice cottage.
Oh yeah.
He has a pool. He has a fountain.
Who knew?
I love the driveway leading to the log cabin, di ba?
Yeah.
And the ranch type. Wala ba? Feel ko may mga kabayo sa likod eh.
Who
Diba?
knew, diba? Parang,
Who knew?
bakit ka pa aalis, Gav?
I know, right? What's New York?
Yeah,
When
it's New
you're already
York.
in the middle of Texas. Texas.
Di, tsaka ang sarap na ng buhay ni Gav. Honestly, okay na yung buhay kasi ni Gav dito eh.
I don't
Yeah.
know nga eh. Parang, but something, it's the
Yeah.
Filipino relatives have to
Culture.
take care of each other kind of thing. Kasi diba, sa States naman,
Uh,
if you're 18, you have to move out.
yeah,
And
true.
dito, we have like somebody they are insisting for somebody to move in with them. Well, in fact, in other cultures, they're being thrown out.
Yeah. Totoo.
Diba?
Wait, Carl, kailangan ko mag-CR. Mabilis lang.
Mag-uusap kami ng audience. So sige, kausapin niyo ako habang nagsi-CR si Sid. Bakit ba hindi pwede si Tita Susan na ipadala para mag-alaga kay Tita May? Baka lalong mamatay si Tita Mayra kay Tita Susan. My God, I mean, I don't know, parang I don't even wanna. Rich, may fountain at pool, pero dalawa lang ang rooms. Walang guest room. Walang pool house, may pool. That joke. Hindi. No, pero ang ganda. I really like the place. Feeling ko para siyang rest house. Naalala ko tuloy yung sinisingil ni Tito Susan ng rent kahit may pandemic. Yeah. Grabe, no? Para I think that was just really parang there to show us kung anong klaseng tao si Tita Susan. That she was unforgiving even when there was a pandemic.
Tsaka parang, even though the actress who portrayed Tita Susan was so adorable. Parang,
actually, to be fair.
pero endearing siya. Pero parang they tried to soften her character in terms of casting and acting. Pero
kasi may PTSD talaga ako sa mga taong katulad niya. PTSD talaga siya. As in, like,
alam mo, super thank God. Carl, can you imagine if they casted someone na sobrang kontrabida? Parang hindi ko
kung si
ata
Susan
kakayanin.
Africa yung kinas nila. Kung si Susan Africa yung kinas na kay Tita Susan.
Tama. Grabe yun. Parang shit.
Binato
kasi
ko
kaya
yung TV
magtaray
ko.
ni... Oo. Stinap ko muna. Yung parang...
Hindi ko binato yung TV Kinuha ko yung TV at binato ko.
TV tas. But yeah. Parang thank God na lang. Si Angie, is that her name? Alam mo yun, she was like charming
and
enough.
Sabi nila, tingnan mo to.
Ano?
Bakit
ba hindi pwede si Tita Susan ay padala? Para Oo nga.
Sabi ko baka lalong ikamatay ni Tita Mayra.
But yeah.
Uy, sorry, Joy. I'm so sorry to hear that. May kasama kang Tita Susan.
Yuck, Joy. Play mo lang yung Gameboys pa ulit-ulit. Papanood mo sa kanya yung Gameboys the movie. Hindi ko alam. Anginatics. Oh my God. Okay. Si Angie nga yung name ng actress. At nakakatawa yung Anginatics. Ano pa bang Yung fans ni...
alam mo, marami pa akong kina-trigger kanina. Katulad nung, honestly, alam mo, crush, alam mo, mahal kita, in love na ata ako sa'yo, Terence Carrion. Pero, katulad ng kinagalit naming dalawa ni Sid sa Stuck on You. Kapag sinabi naming ayaw namin maging friends sa'yo, kasi in love kami sa'yo, hindi natin kailangan maging friends. Friend.
Yeah. Tama din yung sinabi ni Achilles na you're just saying this to make yourself feel better.
I know, right?
Right?
At sa mga taong, to all the good-looking people out there, really, what is the need to be friends with everyone? Maybe because, sige, aaminin ko na, I'm not really 16. I'm 16 and a half. Okay? So I'm more mature than most.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Diba? I'm mature than most people. And I would know na parang dumating na tayo sa Yun ang reply ko
Huh?
doon.
Oh,
Anyway, so, what was I saying? Na-distract ako. So,
mature ka.
yeah, we don't have to be friends with everyone.
Yeah, totoo.
We
We
don't have to
don't
be
have
friends
to
with
be
everyone. Like,
true.
to the likes of, like, to the likes of Terrence, to the likes of the people who did that to us, to the likes of everyone actually who did that to me, and to the person who's done that. I'm friends with the person who's done that to Sid.
Mm-mm.
Why do you want to keep us as your friend? Kami yung masasaktan. Just let us go. Na, alam mo yun, na
Yeah.
parang, it's not gonna work because I'm in love with you. I really don't get it eh. Parang people here hanging out with us tonight, I really don't get it. Na, kunwari, you are so good looking and somebody's in love with you, you can't reciprocate, that's fine. And somebody like me who was on the other end of that should respect that. So, I like you, I love you, you don't love me, fine. And the way to deal with this is that we have to stay away from each other. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit the people from the other side insist that we have to be friends. Yeah, ito na, nagagalit na
Para
ako.
nga, para nga they feel better about themselves. Yun
Pero
talaga.
being our age kasi, Sid, and I want the younger people to realize it sooner, is that they don't need to be friends.
Yeah, true. Totoo. Dami dyan eh. Like, alam mo yun. It's simpler
Hurt people
talaga
hurt
if you're not.
people.
Oo. Yeah.
Katulad ng ginawa ni, babalik na naman tayo kay Gav. When Tita Susan was hurting him so much, he brought up the son and the
Oo, si
and the
Enzo.
husband
Correct.
because he was being
Oo.
hurt so much eh. So he had to hurt
Yeah.
her back.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's
Mm-mm.
that's a DC chain that has to be
Oo.
Teka, ano sabi to?
Cut.
Baka Terrence wants to make peace with the person. Hindi eh. Terrence wants to be friends.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yun. So,
Ewan. But yeah, gets. Ang
hindi ko alam kung
gaga
saan
ko
ako
naman
mas-triggered.
kasi.
Hindi ko alam kung saan ako mas-triggered.
Talaga? Actually, hindi ako masyadong triggered kay Terrence kasi based on what we've seen so far, kasama ng Alt Gameboys, parang hindi naman sobrang. Oh wait, okay, naalala ko na yung Alt Gameboys.
Achilles eh. Actually, alam mo yung the line na kina-trigger mo sa Alt Gameboys, binalik ni Achilles eh.
Ano? Alin yun?
Yung parang sabi ni Terrence, it was the wrong time.
Yeah!
Anyone could have like, di ba na-trigger ka dun eh. Binalik niya yun.
Oo, totoo. Ginaya pa niya. Ayan.
Ang dami tao sa mundo, di ba? Milyon, bilyon. Why do you want to be friends with somebody you can't reciprocate the feelings to? Why? Why pick that person? Out of all the people in the world. Let them go.
Feeling ko, I'm trying to,
Oh, hi, Gus. Gus, gusto mo ba ng link?
Hi, Gus. Alam mo, kasi, iniisip ko din if I was a Terrence to an Achilles eh.
We probably have already also been, kaya nga sinabi ko nga sa'yo,
alam mo, okay.
Nobody's perfect.
Oo. Yeah. Parang nung time na yun, rinespeto ko yung decision, yung time. That the person needed time and space. Yun lang naman yun eh. Parang, it's just that. Parang alam ko naman na we'll be friends. I just didn't need it to be right away kasi that person needed time and space. Alam mo, yun lang naman talaga yun. Hindi naman forever yan may gusto sa'yo. Diba?
Depende sa tao.
Ay.
Kasi ako yung type na
Ba't kang ngumiti doon?
Ako yung type na mahirap fall out.
Conversely, Carl, ganun din dapat sa mga Achilles. There's so many other men there that you can fall in love with.
Naman yung ginagawa ni Achilles, di ba?
Oo,
Binlock
tama.
niya.
Mm.
Di ba?
Oo. Dinelete niya lahat.
Mm-mm.
Tama naman yun.
Kaso nga lang na-modus siya nitong World at ni Pearl at hindi niya
Yeah.
alam, di ba?
Oo.
Kaya nga
Ay,
nakakatawa.
can I...
Mm.
Ano? What?
Para siyang Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oo. Yes.
Di ba?
True.
Yung nangyari sa
Ang
movie na
gusto...
to, para siyang...
Oo. Correct. Sobrang impressed din ako sa acting ni Kitsch dito. Sobrang improvement from the Alt Gameboys caricature.
What do you mean?
Hindi, kasi for me, in Alt Gameboys, medyo caricature pa yung acting niya. Dito mas it's
Kasi
less
mas may
caricature.
motivation na siya dito eh. Sa Alt
Oo,
Gameboys
correct.
naman kasi, to be fair, he's coming in from the cold. We don't know what he is, so we just have to take him for what.
Yeah.
Pero dito, alam na natin yung motivation niya.
Correct. True. Ang galing nung scene na yun, yung sayang nga, I wish, I wanted to hear more of that dialogue. Yung confrontation ng Terrence, Wesley, and Achilles.
Ang ganda.
Kasi
Kung ano yung ginawa ni Terrence kay Achilles, ginawa sa kanya ni Wesley.
Oo, true.
Kasi nga, pero actually, really, hindi ko alam kung aaminin ko, hurt people nga, di ba? And since known naman tayo for oversharing, and parang, hindi ko alam, Sid, for some reason ba wala tayong pakialam kung ma-cancel tayo for the things that we say here. Pero kasi, nung gitna nung when I was actually going through something like that din naman, myself, yung when during the height of Boracay Boy, when he was doing that to me.
Yeah.
I was actually also doing what he was doing to me to people who would allow me to do that to them. I was hurting people. Hindi naman madami. Siguro hindi naman madami. Pero parang when I had the chance to hurt people, I would hurt them. And I realized that I should not have done that as a Christian. No, as a human being. I realized that I should not have done that. Pero now that I think about it, I also did that to people.
I guess it's
because I was hurting I was hurting from someone
yeah. I think my God, may din ako. Parang, oh my God, oh, wow. I will quote the Bible. I'll quote the Bible. I'll quote Proverbs. Sorry, kasi meron akong ka-chat na guy, and then may tattoo siya dito.
Gusto ko may ka-chat yung guy.
And then tinanong ko, what does that tattoo say? Kasi nagsasendan kami ng mga audio messages and pictures, ganyan. Tapos kanina yung second jab niya ng vaccine. Tapos nakita ko sa arm niya may quote. Parang sabi sa Proverbs, you guard your heart because that's where everything flows from. That's where everything you do flows from. So if your heart is broken, you kind of naturally, if you're hurt, you kind of naturally hurt other people din. Kasi how can you, diba?
You can't be happy.
Oo. True.
And it just, and seeing other people happy hurts more.
Oo. To be fair nga, na din ako, alam mo, may wish lang ako na sana nabigyan pa ng more drama. yung teleserye moment yung reveal na nandun si Achilles and then dumating si Terrence and Wesley holding hands. Tapos sabi ni Achilles kay Pearl, what is this? Did you set me up? As in, oh my God. As in, sobrang living ako for the drama. Para panalo to.
Kagad yung lolo mo, nagpanic attack si mahaba pa yun, pero nagpanic attack na si Gav.
Kokoy, oo nga. Para sana yung may extended cut na mas makita pa natin yung confrontation na yun talaga.
Alam mo kung ano yung moment na gusto ko? Nung pag, di ba, so, Gav was jogging. And then he went inside tapos to find Kai and
Wesley.
When it happened, enter Wesley tapos yung tension ni Wesley at saka ni Terrence, I wanted more of that. I was
ay nako.
I love them. Sila yung trope na parang hate to love. I love it.
Oo,
I'm
true.
living for them, promise.
Me also. Tsaka
But they
ang
look
lakas
so
ng power
damn
ng
good.
dalawang, ano? Ano?
They look so damn good.
Super.
Both
Iba yung,
individually and together.
oo, tsaka iba yung effect ng two bad boys, no? Iba eh. Ang lakas ng two bad boys. Ang lakas talaga. Grabe yung...
Maldita to maldita, no? 'Di ba?
Tsaka, Carl, can you imagine their first time na maghahalikan? Feeling ko medyo wild yun. Pag nangyari na yung
Rough.
kissing
I love
scene.
it.
It's gonna be so physical and hot.
You think? Or awkward?
Oh yeah.
Funny.
No. Feeling ko talaga it'll be so, carnal.
You think?
Kontrabida versus kontrabida. Yeah.
I love it
It'll be
Diba? We're living for
passionate
the
sex.
contrabidas in the world, diba?
Oo, correct. Ang interesting nga ng dynamic, sana din, ang wish ko dun sa love team na yan, hindi sila agad maging soft. Sana may ano pa rin, yung
Hi, Harry.
they don't lose their fangs. Sana they don't lose their
hindi pwede.
fangs. Kasi ang fun eh. Ang fun ng ano. Carl, na-meet ko na si Harry. Sumama siya doon sa Unpacking.
How? Hi.
Kasama
How
siya
was he?
doon. Ay naman, masaya naman yung Unpacking. Yes, Carnal, because they have alter accounts.
Oo. Diyos ko. Sobra, iba-iba tong Gameboys na to. Oh my God.
Ang ano ko din, napansin mo ba yung mga Easter eggs, Carl?
First time ko pinanood. So what are these?
There's one crucial Easter egg sa dulo na hindi ko alam kung dapat sabihin ko dito sa live unpacking na to. Mamaya na lang after.
Sa dulo? May dulo ba? May post-credits?
Hindi.
Okay.
Walang post-credits. Pero dun sa ending scene, merong crucial na Easter egg na para, oh my God, my heart.
Ano? Sabihin mo na.
Ha? Hindi. Baka it might spoil it for others.
Bakit nila ito
So panoorin nyo na lang ulit kung gusto yung but later I'll DM you. It's a little detail na medyo it doesn't change the story. It just makes it more impactful.
Okay.
Ay, ipa-private chat ko sa'yo.
Go.
Ipa-private chat ko sa'yo.
Ano
Yeah, dito. Sa Telegram.
Yeah.
Okay. Di ba linagay nila sa time capsule yung necklaces nila?
Yes, oo. Nagulat nga ako.
So wala na sila.
Suot na naman ni Gav yung kanya nung when they were effing each other. Was that it? Hindi naman yun, di ba?
No, eto, ayan, sinend ko sa'yo. Tingnan mo yung Telegram mo.
Yeah, I just saw it. Talaga?
Pag napanood mo siya ulit, mapapansin mo. Para oo.
Sige,
so may scene doon. I don't know kasi if lalagay nila yung sa season 2 or what. Pero may scene doon na I guess cute.
So I guess naman kasi in New York, it's legal, ano?
Yeah. Maybe.
Alam mo, nakaka-trigger pa na sinabi ni Tita Susan, bakit mo siya pinapaglaban, hindi kayo pwede ikasal. Gusto ko sunugin yung buong village. Hindi lang yung bahay namin.
Hindi, tsaka yung parang wala naman tong pinupuntahan. Yung that entire, oh my God, totoo.
Sa totoo lang, honestly, kayo kasi yung may ayaw na ibigay sa amin yon world.
Correct. Yeah. Hindi namin fault yun.
It's not about what we're feeling. It's about what you're depriving us. And for you to actually like, you know, parang slam it to our face like that, like it's our fault that you're not allowing us to actually like, you know, parang
yung nagbabahay-bahayan lang kayo.
Grabe yun. Grabe talaga yun. Lahat talaga nung everything and everyone na kiniinis mo at lahat ng kalaban natin, kinondense mo sa isang character.
Oo. Kahit na you try to make her physically charming and likable, no pa rin talaga.
Anong punto, diba? Anong punto? Bakit mo siya pinapaglaban?
Oo. And then yung the way the actress said it pa, yung ang lutong, yung
tapos biglang cut to Enter. May sakit ng Tita Myra mo. Puta.
Amo,
I was like,
ginamit pa.
ano yung
Ako
relevance?
talaga. Oo.
Bumabalik kayo kay Tita Susan. Gusto ko pumatay ng tao.
Alam mo, doon sa beach scene talaga, nung sinabi ni Gav na habol niya lang talaga yung kikitain doon sa renta. Parang putak. Yung,
Well, money talks.
damn you.
You know what, Sid? That's why I actually really, I hate money because money always complicates things. Parang it's the one thing that's keeping us from being human. Honestly
totoo.
speaking. Kasi parang if
Agree.
everything was just like
Yeah.
not weird, people will not
Mm-mm.
also try to get one up
each other, no?
Diba?
Yeah.
Oo eh.
Oo.
Na parang okay fine, it's pera na naman yung problema ni Tita Susan. Kaya siya, that's why she's being mean like that again.
Oo. I hate her. I really hate her. Talaga.
Ito pa yun, makasariling bata mo talaga. Oh. Sobrang trigger. She's like, wala siyang silbi sa mundo kundi mang-trigger. Isa siyang trigger. Yun lang, trigger.
Totoo. Also, Carl, kung isipin mo hindi siya sort of plot device din siya, pero mas nangingibabaw yung trigger lang siya.
Plot device talaga siya, Sid. Really.
But it's not, I mean, Carl, hindi naman
because parang the BL Bros naman are founded on our honesty and we're very honest, diba? And we have earned the ire of a lot of movie makers and writers. And honestly, she is a plot device. She really is. She is. But we don't, kasi the mere fact na hindi siya binigyan ng arc, ng kahit anong arc.
Pero ako, Carla, if kung iisipin mo in the sense of that movie, if you remove her, okay pa rin yung movie. Hindi meron. Tita Myra.
Hindi.
Tita Myra.
Siya yung nag-trigger kung bakit all of those. Wala. Wala pang 20 minutes yung movie kung hindi mo siya nilagay. Siya yung naglagay talaga ng 10. She was a plot device. Honestly. And wala.
Ako.
Without the hindi naman, the movie was not concerned on, parang developing her personality or wala naman siya.
Yeah.
So, when she went in, when she came out, it's the same. Plot device siya. But it's fine.
Plot device siya, but I feel like it could have been
caricature siya actually even. Caricature siya.
Yeah. Caricature siya, pero ewan ko. I have I have my points din. Points din sa movie na.
Pero she's so real. Parang lahat, she represented a segment of society that's so real. Parang kaya to us, who's being bothered by that segment, we feel it. And we can relate to having to deal with people like that. Alam mo, Sid, actually, I will bring this up even if we have, aminin mo rin naman, Sid, diba? We have friends. We like, I don't know, parang we are the kind of people, you and I, we have a lot of friends. But I don't know if you experience this also, as much as I do, na kahit na sobrang friend ko sila, and they say that, and they're very...
Stop ka na naman, Carl.
Nawala ako diba? Parang even if they say na parang we're friends, parang I like you, parang we're friends talaga, I like, we love each other, ganyan. Parang they're the part of society na kahit sinasabi nilang friend mo sila, may microaggression pa rin silang binabato sa'yo.
Yeah. Super.
And parang,
simple lang.
Tapos tinatanggap mo na lang, di ba? Ikaw yung mag-a-adjust, ikaw yung bakla eh. Bakla ako eh. So hindi na maintindihan. Sila yung kapag kunwari, kasama ka nila and your BFFs kayo, tapos may kunwari, ay, narinig mo ba yung chismis? Alam mo, Bex pala si ganito, ganyan. As if kasiraan ng tao yon, tapos ikaw yung kausap. And,
true.
And being the person na parang na nasa minority, ikaw yung mag-a-adjust. Ay, oo nga eh. Hindi kita na magsasalita. When in fact, don't you know that you're hurting me?
Yeah. They don't, no? Doon ako minsan nalulungkot eh. Kasi parang we're real friends, but they are not aware that their microaggressions are...
Nakakapagod ang microaggressions. Kaya nga parang what our age actually is actually affording us, Sid, me being 16 and a half and you being 21 and one-third, or 22 ka pala. Sometimes, di ba, parang pumuputo ka na lang na parang sumasagot ka na lang.
Ay, nako. Hate na hate ko din kasi, yeah, like, who's the guy, who's the girl, hate ko yung mga ganyan.
Ang dami natin
And,
na miss mga... And,
okay lang. Later, we'll go through your comments, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, first time namin mag-live unpacking. So,
and we actually
ano
miss you, Sid, sobra. Pwede man sa next time that we watch, pumunta ako dyan against...
Sure.
Pag
wala ng Delta. Yeah. Ano to? What's this? I don't know then actually. Sometimes it's harder to correct friends pag nagma-microaggressions sila.
It's painful to correct friends because you love them eh.
Yeah. I don't know. Although, I'm feeling ko din kasi, Carl, mag-iba din tayo ng set of friends eh. Kasi feeling ko you have more conservative friends than I do. Feeling. But
yeah.
Mas sheltered yung friends mo, 'di ba? Parang mas tama ba yung assumption ko? Pero based on your stories, pero yung my friends are more diverse, I guess. So bihira ko lang nakukuha yan. But my friends from, especially Carl, yung mga friends who grew up who studied in private schools, ang daming ganyan. Yung mga friends ko from Poveda, Woodrose, ano pa rin sila talaga. Parang hindi nila napapansin yung microaggressions na sinasabi.
Tapos tatanungin nila sa'yo, parang, narinig mo ba? Ganito, bakla daw si ganito, ganyan. As if na parang dapat kasiraan nung person. Tapos sa'yo tinatanong. And I was like, akala ko mag-ibigan tayo.
They don't mean it naman. It's just harder to correct.
Which is actually more hurtful.
Yeah. Diba? Hate na hate ko actually yung mga people who call themselves fag hags.
Yeah, my God.
May microaggression sila. Yung, how can you be a fag hag?
At ginagawa kang accessory, Sid.
Oo, totoo. Parang,
diba?
Hoy, parang bakla ako, ganyan. Pero, girl, parang,
may kwento
ang dami kasing ganun eh.
Magsi-CR muna ako, so, talk to them.
Sige. So, okay. Kakausapin ko yung chat. Kahit hindi ko kayo na-highlight, guys.
Yes. Teka,
I will...
Paano ba to? Paano kung gagawin na... Ayan,
What?
stop. Ayan. Or, gusto mo ba sa'yo yung buong screen?
Hindi na. Oh my God. Okay. Sige, anong comments nyo, guys? Triggered ako doon ng Aiza Baez. Triggered ako doon ng sobra. Like she said na hindi alam ni Gav ang pinagdaanan nila. Bakit siya ba may pakialam sa pinagdadaanan ni Gav? Hypocrite. Sobra! Super! Yung bringing up ni Gav, yung fact na parang about Enzo. These Tita Susans talaga. Hi, Celine. And to all our viewers na tumulong dun sa Fans Love Fans, BL Community Pantry, sobrang thank you. Super duper thank you. We helped like 500 other fans to watch or rewatch the movie. May mga nag-rewatch. Yun. Hindi ko nga alam kung if I should extend the pantry since nag-extend yung Gameboys. Nung in-announce ko, sinara ko yung pantry. A few minutes later, in-announce sa Gameboys na mag-extend sila ng showing dates. Ano pang nyo? Ano pang, what else stood out from the movie? Grabe din talaga yung nagbabahay-bahayan lang kayo. It's so patronizing somehow na parang pinaliit niya yung relationship, yung pagmamahal ni Gav and Kyron. I just realized now how patronizing that statement was. Nagbabahay-bahayan lang kayo. Wala kaming choice. Wala naman tayong choice. Hanggang ganun lang naman talaga tayo. Here, sa Pilipinas, yes, Gameboys the movie now on its third week. Grabe rin yung acting ni Tita Susan. Sobrang realistic. Gusto mo siyang sakalin through the screen. Totoo. Sobrang galing nun. Super duper galing nun. Parang sobrang effective. Sana hindi siya ina-attack ng mga tao kasi ang galing niyang actress. Sino? Direk Ivan? May nakita kong, oh my God! Hi, Direk Ivan! You're watching! Hi! Nagbanyo lang si Carl para, oh my God. Congrats, Direk! Sobrang galing nung movie. I've watched it twice, and then I watched it nung first weekend niya, and then I watched it. Carl,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Nandito si Direk Ivan.
Oh my God,
He's watching
congratulations. I loved it.
the stream. Nandiyan, nag-highlight siya, nag-hi siya.
I actually want to buy the movie. Like to own it. Like nang hindi yung 3
Ako
hours
din.
lang. I wanna buy the DVD.
Oo, please DVD. Pwede ba? Oo, DVD
Pero wala
release
na ako
or kahit
DVD player.
or like like you pay for it so we can, alam mo yun, I don't know. Basta I also want to own the movie.
There it is.
Nasa pinakahuli.
Hi.
Yan. Hi, Direk.
Grabe, Direk Ivan.
Grabe
yeah,
talaga.
I have a lot of questions.
Sayang nga, Carl eh.
We
Kasi
have
they
to
did a
answer
Q.
this kami.
They did a Q&A with may international screening na may Q&A. So parang it's like this.
Pero parang weird
we could
naman
have,
if I were going to buy that. Bakit sila lang yung may Q&A?
Hindi, we can still watch naman. Sige, tayo. Questions kay Direk Ivan, kahit hindi niya, baka pwede niya isagot dito sa chat. Pero
sabihin mo na sa akin.
You don't have to answer it, Direk
Box
Ivan.
set daw,
Oo, sana may box set. Sana talaga may box set.
Teka lang, tapos na ba tayo? Sige, unahin natin yung questions.
Hindi pa tayo tapos. Ano pa?
Hindi pa talaga. Guys, sabi nyo 7 hours. Feeling ko 7.5. So talagang mag-ano na kayo, mag Red Bull na kayo.
Tita, so I was just telling them, Carl, na sobrang sobrang patronizing yung that statement na nagbabahay-bahayan lang kayo. Parang sobrang minaliit niya yung pagmamahalan ni Gav and Kai. And parang na-feel ko talaga na I just wish talaga na the Tita Susans feel how much that hurts. Kasi masakit talaga pag minamaliit yung gay love like Direk Ivan, since you're watching, kasi may ganyan din ako experience. Alam na rin to ni Carl and some of the BL Bros viewers. Like when my boyfriend died, I went to see this spiritual counselor kasi sobra akong lost. So sabi ng spiritual counselor, mag-meet kami sa church. Tapos nag-confession muna siya. Sabi ng spiritual counselor if I wanted to try to go to confession. So parang okay, sure. Kasi bahala na, I would try anything. So punta akong confession, tapos sabi ko sa pare, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm mad at God because my boyfriend died. I don't know why. And then sabi tinanong ako ng pare, boyfriend, are you a man or a woman? Tapos sabi ko, una Carl, sabi ko, tunog ba akong babae? Yung boses ko ba? Tunog babae? Nahirapan ba siyang i-discern kung lalaki or babae ako?
Is this going to be a little, should I answer it literally or parang do I? Ano ba to? Parang, am I going to?
Yeah. So, sabi ko, Father, I'm a man. Why? And then, so it's a homosexual relationship. Your relationship is immoral. Thus, he gave me the prayers I have to pray to repent for my immoral relationship. So, parang somehow, nandyan din yun sa bahay-bayan ka lang. They're really, the religion. I don't get it, Carl. Parang,
to answer Will's literally to answer his question, bahay-bahayan is what kids play na talagang
Yeah.
literally parang wala, playing house.
Playing house.
Kumbaga,
Kumbaga, it's
maybe in the States, it's like
laro lang
having a
to.
tree
It's just a
house.
game.
Oo.
Oo, it's just a
Yes.
game.
Oo. Pero
Kumbaga,
hindi nga game
laro
eh.
lang siya.
Parang make-believe. Ganyan.
Oo.
Ayan,
Imaginary.
playing house. Sabi ni King Marklin, yeah, playing house.
Oo.
It's not
Pointless.
meant for the real world.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it talaga. Alam mo, I hate the... Ay, nako. I hate...
Nakita ko rin yun
Sa
eh.
totoo...
Pero feeling
Alin?
ko kasi, inisip ko one of them, it was just really one of them. It's either isa lang sa kanila yung nag-bury ng necklace or the burying of the
Pareho.
necklace and I feeling ko lang and the thing happened after the sex. Kasi kasi yung editing was not non-linear siya eh. Hindi mo
Oo. Yeah.
masasabing one happened after the other. So it was quite
Oo.
possible that they buried the time capsule after
Mm-mm.
everything that happened. Na yung linear kasi doon is there was a live stream, they sang, and then after that they had sex. Tapos may
Yes.
mga naka-intersperse na mga scenes, 'di ba? Na
Mm-mm.
montage. This is
Yeah.
me with my graduate
Oo. Oo. Mm-mm.
knowledge na hindi ibig sabihin na lahat yon chronological. It's quite
Correct.
possible
Agree.
na yung
Agree.
they buried the time capsule after they had sex. Quite
Oo.
possible. I'm not sure. That's
Yeah.
how I saw
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Same. Same ako din. Saturday yung event yung July 20. Okay. Grabe. Sorry, wala si JC.
Oo.
Dahil house hunting siya today.
And we are very
Ay, this
supportive
weekend.
brothers. We are very supportive brothers and and I really need him to make it work para makapunta na ako sa States so that I can stay with somebody in the States na hindi ko kamag-anak. I don't
Si
have to
Tita
stay with
Myra
Tita
na lang.
Susan.
Oy, may comment si Remgel. Before Gameboys, to be honest, I lost my hope in finding love. But
Where is
because of
that? This
Gameboys,
one?
naniwala ulit ako sa gay love. And surprisingly, my partner
Hindi.
now is also a Gameboys fan and we have the same story prior to watching Gameboys.
I'm not sure if Direk Ivan is still watching us right now or anybody from the staff is, but I just want them to know na parang because parang there's this friend of mine since we were in high school friends. Sorry, college. Friends kami. And then parang recently last
Wala
year.
ka pa sa college, Carl. 16 ka lang.
Sorry, 16.
Unless you're like Wesley. Promil child ka ba?
Hindi, pero ito mas malala to. Pero sige, kunwari na off character, fine. So, this friend na maagang lumande told me na parang
Na-attack ako doon. Maagang lumande.
Hindi, ito maaga. Confided with me na her son just came out to them.
Oh.
And she was telling me about this because I was perhaps her closest
gay friend. Yeah.
To the point that we were so close na alam mo yung 'di ba maraming mga deals na parang if we parang reach a certain age and we're still both single and we both have nice genes and pedigree, let's just have like a kid together, ganyan. Ganoon kami ka-close. Na meron din kaming
The Gay Promise. Daming ganyan.
Meron kaming names of
Will and
endearment.
Grace.
Names of endearment. I would call her Salsa and she would call me Tostito.
Okay.
So, meron kaming something like that. So, her eldest son came out as gay. And I really didn't know how to, I knew how to help her. Na parang, you see me, hindi naman ako nakakatakot, hindi ako nakakadiri. I haven't led a life crime. I haven't been needy. And I can say all of those things, pero what I really told her is that I want you to know that the kids will be fine, and I gave her the link.
The kids are all right.
Yeah. And I
Aww.
gave her the link to Gameboys na, watch this. And if you're brave enough, watch this with your son. And I think kasi parang sabi ko sa kanya, I think the only reason why you're telling this to me is that natatakot ka for him. Natatakot ka
Yeah.
for him na parang he's out of the conventions that we grew up in, na parang feeling mo
Mm.
aapihin siya at iyak siya or gaganyan-ganyan whatever, na I had to remind her na parang sino yung nakapagpaiyak sa akin nung kasama mo ko. Di ba lahat sila sinampal ko lang, di ba? So he will be fine. He will be fine kasi, di
Yeah.
ba? Pero if you can't trust me and how I became like this, you watch this. So ang nirefer
True.
ko siya talaga to Gameboys. So that's
Yeah.
it. So
Alam mo,
I wanted to say.
feeling ko din, Carl, nalolost din sa atin, specifically sa atin. I mean, to like gay people like us who are like this
Tangina,
age and
Sino bakla?
who live sila, yung mga viewers.
Sino bakla?
Yung mga viewers. De, I mean, feeling ko din parang I also need to mention how na-realize ko lang din when we were unpacking with the other viewers last week na first time to sa Philippine media na the gay kids are represented in material like this. Na, kasi yung mga kids, wala namang ganito before eh. Like yung mga gay material was too adult to make.
Or best friend role ka.
Or comedy role, ganyan.
Oo.
Pero first time talaga for kids, Filipino children na ka-age nila, Kai and Gab, or even younger kasi may mga nakaka-relate talaga sa kanila mga like 16, ganyan, to see something na they can relate to, as in sobrang connect with the characters. Kaya ang daming attached. Grabe, naiintindihan ko na yung fandom, Carl, with all the interactions with the Ticket Babies. Kasi nung this entire week, ang daming nagme-message, Carl, sa akin na nagdi-DM na...
Wait, sorry nga. I have to say sorry that I wasn't able to help with that because you know
okay lang.
that I was and I was going through, you know what?
Yes.
And also, I want to take this chance to actually thank you, Sobra, for helping our brethren to be able to
my
watch
pleasure.
this really, of course, and also the people who helped you. Sila apparently
Carl,
sila
ano siya, it's quite overwhelming kasi hindi naman talaga tayo like super with the Gameboys fans kasi we just reacted to episodes 11, 12, 13 and 13.5, di ba? Hindi naman tayo sobrang but fans
we have
naman
been watching it, but we have been watching
yeah. Hindi lang kami reactors. So hindi tayo like super ingrained or have had interactions with the fandom. But because of the community pantry, ang dami nagme-message na young kids, as even in the province, like even the like rural areas, Carl, sobrang big deal sa kanila kasi nga first time talaga nila to see people like this, to see themselves. Medyo it's so touching.
Ako na parang feeling ko ako lang yung may problema, 'di ba? Honestly, para I don't wanna drop names, parang Atenista na na ang problema ko ayaw kong payagang mag-flares, tsaka alam mo yun, parang and then suddenly I encounter people who are like, you know, parang in more
Sobra.
You know, parang it really moves you, and this is your favorite quote from Elijah, to feel beyond yourself.
Super, diba? Sobra. Kaya yun din yung like ang more than ang dami ko ding natutunan from this community pantry, from all the messages talaga. Kasi iba yung dun ako, I forget kasi feeling ko, Carl, yung mga viewers are the viewers like we get to Twitter, ganyan. Ang dami ding, Carl, as in it has touched so many people from different walks of life. Like may mga nakaka-chat ako, problem nila, they want so bad to watch Gameboys. Kahit wala sila pang load.
Marami pa ba, Sid?
They would...
I was just really so... I'm not going to share na lang what I was...
Yes.
Wala, sige, fine. Marami pa bang indie?
Ano? Yeah, marami pa. Pero Carl, sinara ko na yung pantry kasi
sorry, hindi ako pwede mag-donate.
Pero para inisip kong i-open ulit kasi nag-announce ng extension yung Gameboys. Pag-isipan ko kung
I will donate. I will donate. Especially after seeing this, parang I'm sorry, but the world really needs something like this. Like
'Diba? Doon ko
My
din
God, show
na-feel
it
eh,
to
parang
Indonesia, to Malaysia. Ito, dito ako
yeah.
sobrang nabubwisit eh. I
Oh,
made a crucial mistake of actually on YouTube. I became a member of this Southeast Asian group na because alam
on
niyo naman
YouTube?
kung ay sorry on YouTube, on Facebook. Alam mo naman kung gaano kaarte
Okay.
yung mga people like us from our industry, ganyan. We have to
Oo,
admit, parang this network and so parang
okey.
I'm in a Southeast Asian network. Sobrang unang-una pinagtatawa nila yung Pilipinas and nabubwisit ako. And number two,
Hmm,
nagtatawa sila sa atin because we're more liberal than they are. Like pinagtatawanan nila when there was like a trending picture of a kid in from the Philippines na naka high heels. Well, in fact, honestly, the real story is that the kid is so poor he had to wear the shoes of the mom.
oo,
That's the real story. Pero they were like,
oo.
the Philippines is so gay, ganyan. So nabubisit ako na parang feeling ko rin, the world beyond us also needs educating na parang, number one, it's about poverty. And number two, paano naman, bueno naman kung feel niya babae siya, ano paki mo?
Oo, true.
It's not even, you don't even
Daming
belong to the same country and culture.
well, daming
Well,
judgy.
it's
Well,
always
ilalabas
Twitter.
yung I think Carl ilalabas yung Gameboys sa Japan. Gameboys the movie sa Japan.
I want to
So
go to
that's exciting.
Japan. I
Okay.
want to go to Japan. Oh, thank you daw, Sid. Sabi ni Edison, sorry.
Oo. Yeah. Ay, oo, parang that name is familiar. Ang dami ko talaga nakausap this past week, Carl, Diyos ko. As in,
Hindi nga ako nakatulong, but in behalf of everyone who loves this,
oh my
thank
God.
you talaga.
It's
Thank
it's
you.
it's really community effort. Pang ano din siya. Nakakataba ng puso more than anything. Sobrang napuno yung heart ko. I forget kasi parang doon ko na feel talaga yung real impact of Game Boys. Kasi medyo syempre we have our own POV to it, 'di ba? Pero
Just let me know,
grabe, grabe
maybe
siya.
I can parang give tickets also.
Sige, sige.
Kahit na wala ho akong trabaho. Who cares?
Nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa. Ang daming young kids, Carl. Na they really, really want to watch Game Boys, but they didn't have the means to.
Talaga? Hindi ko
Carl,
alam.
they would ask, ilang load po ang kailangan? Anong data po ang kailangan? Kasi
Hindi ko alam.
magpapaload sila. Ganun.
Minsan nga, hindi ko na alam kung ano eh. Oh my God, Sid, hindi ko alam talaga. Hindi ko
Ano?
talaga alam. Oh my God. Hindi ko lang pagkukulang na talaga ito na hindi ako. I will start the statement by saying na hindi naman po ako mayaman. Hindi din po ako laki mayaman. Pero nagugulat lang ako.
Na,
Kasi yung mga ganyan na hindi makakanood ng sine.
Tsaka marami kasing kids pa. If you, isipin mo talaga, the larger market of Game Boys are masa kids. Masa,
Sabagay, yes.
not teens,
You're right.
students. Yeah. So
You're right.
parang, ang laking bagay sa kanya, grabe talaga. Parang minsan, may time na umiyak ako. Tapos meron pang time doon kasi community pantry, it's a Google Sheets document.
Yes.
And then may isang user, nagulo niya buong sheet. So para okay, I had to lock the cells para hindi niya magulo yung buong sheet, ganyan. And then I DM'd her, hey, please take care of the community pantry. Wag mong guluhin yung sheets kasi magugulo yung ticket babies and ticket angels. Tapos nag-sorry siya. Sa pasensya na po, PWD kasi ako. Ganyan.
Sorry, I also have to say sorry para I know that iba parang even before you were already telling JC and I about this. And diba,
okay lang, my God.
No, pero hindi kami because we had to, JC's going through his whatever. I don't know.
No pressure. Ano ka ba? Sobrang no pressure, Diyos ko.
I love my daughter. I guess her happiness is what's most important. I don't know where this is coming from though. Hanapin natin. Sorry. My daughter came out to me and it was before Game Boys and I already told her that there is nothing wrong with her as long as she is happy. And after Game Boys, I realized how much of an ally I am.
Cute. So nice. Cute. Alam mo, yun din ako natutuwa sa Gameboys, the age group that they are portraying. Kasi sila talaga yung kailangan ng proper media representation and a story like this. Grabe, I'm so aliw. My lockdown buddies are here na naman. This live
Alam mo,
convos are the
talaga-
new Nectar or Obar.
Alam mo,
Hindi! Ano?
before all this, kailangan natin aminin naman, di ba, Sid, na parang while we find ourselves together in that, parang hindi tayo ganito ka. We came from different groups.
Yeah, super. Super. Ang dami. I'm happy din na extent. Sana more people get to watch it. Sobrang gandang story. I can't also wait for season 2.
I can't wait for season 2. Ano daw, ang peg ni Gabriel, Mother Superiora.
Sabay na.
Hindi
I
ko
want to see,
kaya,
alam mo,
hindi ko kaya yung top energy ni Gav.
the BDE-ness of Gav. BDE,
I know,
ano?
BDE. Pero nga,
alam mo,
siya.
nabitin din ako kay Pearl. Like, I wanted more Pearl. But gets ko naman yung focus ng story.
At saka, ang mas kailangan silang i-explain is, actually, may may time jump eh. Makikita mo yung time jump kay sa Western Union. Na after nung
Out Gameboys, may something happened.
May ghosting na nangyari.
Yeah. May exposition. May exposition moment naman sila through a conversation. Pero ano yun? I want to know that. Correct.
Oo.
Season 2 yun, no? Feeling ko season 2 yun.
You think? Yeah. Or yun na yun, sinabi na nila?
Feeling ko, part of season 2 will be a little before the movie and the movie. Like, just a part
ko lang, gusto ko magkaroon ng Terrence. Pwede ba yun?
Your own?
Pero alam mo, dito sa movie na to, nakita ko kung gaano ka-cute si Wesley. Physically.
Okay.
Emotionally, wala pa rin masyado eh.
Nakikita mo ba yung TikToks niya? Punta ka sa TikTok ni Miggy. Kasi grabe.
Kasi gusto ko siya...
Di mo kakayanin.
Gusto kong turuan yung actor kung paano mag-keep ng facial hair. There's something per important. Yung mga wisps dito.
Oo nga. True. Hi.
Hindi ko kaya talaga. Gusto ko panoorin with you. Gusto ko talaga siyang panoorin. Pwede,
ikaw ayaw mo mag-RV kanina.
Pupunta ako sa... I will buy the ticket. Pupunta ako dyan. I-record natin. Wala akong pakialam kung i-flag tayo ng... panoorin natin. I really don't know.
RV lang naman siya. Pwede naman. Pwede. RV lang. We just have to filter the movie.
Sa ECQ?
Hindi. Nope.
Pwede ba akong pumunta sa inyo ng ECQ?
Hindi.
Do you want me to try?
No, wag. Ano ka ba?
Hindi mo naman malalaman.
Delix.
Dadaan ako sa C5.
Ano ka ba? Mag-guilty pa ako. Wait, Carl, kailangan natin gusto ko din pag-usapan yung mature decision ni Gav and Kai sa ending.
Wala tayong gustong i-highlight dito sa mga to.
Hoy! Gusto ko pag-usapan yung mature decision ni Kai and Gav sa ending.
Yes. I really understood it, actually, to be honest.
Ako din.
I did. Mm-hmm.
And it was
very difficult though.
Yeah. Parang dun ko din na-feel yung... Ito din yung sinabi ko dun sa Unpacking namin with fans. Parang because of the movie, ang laki ng love nila, no? Tapos lalo na yung faith nila sa pagmamahalan nila to be able to make that decision na okay, nag-freeze ka ulit, Carl.
Ay, ako. Nag-freeze ka rin sa akin. Sorry.
Yun nga, ang laki nung pagmamahalan ng dalawa for them to be able to make that decision. Okay, you focus on your family, I'll focus on my family. And then, my understand.
Tsaka naiintindihan ko na yung line na pwede tayong gumawa ng mga bagong plano. Although aminin naman natin, kung ako, I will also have a hard time doing that.
Ako din.
There's so much...
Actually, honestly, hindi ko kaya yung decision ni Cairo. Sobrang ano
Hindi ko
pala, doon ko
kaya.
na-realize na sobrang solid ni Cairo as a person. Solid siya. Versus
Well,
Gav,
no,
who is
we'll
quite...
find out. We'll find out on season 2.
De, pero based on what we've seen of Cairo, ang sobrang mature niyang tao. Tsaka solid siya. Hindi, I mean, he's not a broken person. Ang
Sana.
ano eh. Sana.
We have to remember that his dad died, and there's
Yeah.
this,
Oo.
diba?
I mean, I appreciate lang how
All I'm saying
na
is that if they like pull that out in season 2 and turns it into a
an arc. Yeah.
conflict, I will understand. Di ba?
Mm-mm.
Pero kasi at this point din
Yes.
naman, naiintindihan ko na parang this is the most sensible thing to do, and they had no choice. They had no
Pero hindi
choice.
kasi for me, ang laking bagay for Cairo to let Gav go. Namatay yung dad niya. Parang hindi ba kasi may abandonment issues that could have been triggered because of that death.
Pero
Pero
kasi if you were
dahil
Cairo,
nga
ano
ang
yung
laki
choice
nung
mo?
Gav wanted to stay. Gav wanted to stay.
You would
If
have...
I were Cairo,
Then
I
tayo
would have said, oh,
Sige, Sige, ikaw muna.
kasi if I were Cairo, namatay yung dad ko. And but then again, no, tama ka.
Ne,
Pupunta pala akong pupunta
Ah.
ang bukid nun eh. Pupunta pala akong bukid nun. I forget that fact na, kaya ako si Cairo. Pupunta pala akong bukid nun. So, it would be super selfish of me to have asked of Gav to stay.
It
Kung
would have
ako
been
din,
actually, parang it made it easier nga to the duties that they would have to perform.
correct. I mean, kasi, totoo. It was easier than for Cairo to leave Gav. No?
He was going to
leave for
leave
Bukidnon.
anyway. Diba?
Oo, correct. I forget that part na, o nga pala, pupuntang Bukidnon si Cairo. So honestly, he had no right to ask Gav to stay. He shouldn't have talaga.
At saka, asan ba ako nun, na ito yung big difference. You have to continue what you were saying, because I think there was a primordial difference between the two of us on how we would have handled the thing. There really was.
Ako kasi, if I were Cairo, and we already had a plan, na, okay, I'll be in Bukidnon, pero once a month, we would visit. One would go to Manila or the other would go to... that was the plan.
That's what he said.
Yes, parang kung yun yung plan, no, and then suddenly there's this new plan. Kasi kung ako si Cairo, iba din kasi yung first love eh. And also coming from a death in the family, na I'm sure Cairo is still going to processing the grief from that. Ang laki talaga nung pagmamahal niya kay Gav for him to be able, inisip ko kung saan yung character ni Cairo and his emotional development. Ang laki talaga nun for him to be able to have let Gav go. Kasi ako honestly, kung ako talaga si Cairo, I'll ask him if we can stick to the plan.
Hindi ko kasi kakayanin yun eh. Kung ako si Cairo.
Alin? Which
yung
one?
Ginawa ni Cairo, hindi ko kakayanin yun.
Ako din, hindi ko kaya.
I can't, parang...
What?
I can't call it noble.
Yung ginawa ni
Because
Cairo?
it chose the past over the future.
What do you mean?
Na parang, we are parang saying na parang Cairo did the right thing and encouraging that, na parang, I'm not sure. And I do understand because I would have done the same thing. I really would have done the same thing. Pero I would have resented it. Isusumbat ko sa kanya. And I'm just being honest here. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, parang if anybody wants to get to know me in this, anybody who's watching this, or I don't know, maybe I would get into a relationship with one of you, like who's watching this, parang, and now you know. I mean, now you know. I will do what Cairo did, na parang, you have to go, attend to that, because that's what you should do. Pero I cannot say that I will not resent you for actually doing that. I will resent you.
For
I will resent you for not choosing
kasi
me.
yan. Exactly. Yung Okay, so you chose that person. You
But
chose
I am
Tita
being honest
Myra.
here, ha? I am being honest
Oo.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oo.
I will
Yeah.
resent you.
Kahit na may stage 3 cancer si Tita Myra.
Kahit na it's the right thing to do. I'm sorry, this is me being human, but I will resent
Oo,
you.
yeah. I get it naman talaga. I super get it. Ako, hindi ko kasi kaya tong ano. Hindi ko kaya yung ginawa ni Cairo. Hindi ko talaga kaya.
Hindi ko kakayanin. Gagawin ko, pero
Mm.
I
Especially
mean,
especially for a first love, and then it's the first time you feel love,
and
and
sex.
suddenly and sex, and suddenly you are forced to have a mature kind of love. Hindi mo lang na-enjoy yung the honeymoon stage. Hindi eh.
Hindi.
Their honeymoon time was cut short talaga eh.
Tapos
Tapos
dumating
suddenly
yung mga tao.
oo, and then may Tita Susan pa, and then may Tita Myra, and then Gav has to go to the States, ganyan. Parang, oh my God. Ang Cairo talaga, the character handled that so well. Sobrang talaga niyang solid na person. Hindi ko kaya yun. Even na sobrang dami ko ng pinagdaan, hindi ko pa rin kaya yung ginawa niya. I will tama ka. I will
Yeah.
kind of feel bad.
I will resent
Hindi
it.
magiging what's the expression? Maluwag sa loob ko.
Maluwag sa loob. Oo.
Oo,
Or
hindi.
feeling ko kasi we just
Labag
have
sa
more
loob
experience
ko.
than
May
it.
konting labag sa loob ko.
Ano to?
Ano yan? Question. Baon nyo after watching the movie. What we took away from the movie. Meron ako.
Sinabi ko na from the start eh. Sige, muna.
Ano yung sa'yo?
Sinabi ko from the start. Sinabi ko na sa start. Nobody's perfect and we tolerate the people that we like to tolerate. No, lahat naman sila is gray eh. Susan is gray. You understand eh, na to her, she's doing the right thing to people she loves. Gray siya eh.
Mm-mm.
Hindi
Oo,
naman
yeah.
she's not doing that just to hurt Gav.
Oo, yeah.
She's doing that because she's trying
She
to
loves
save
Gav.
Yeah,
Oo.
she loves Gav.
Mm-mm.
Everyone, even what we have talked about, Kai did. Sabi niya, you have to go to your, parang kaya natin mag-adjust around the problem of your relative. And even
Oo.
Terrence, Pearl, we know Pearl, and even Wesley and Terrence, nobody's perfect. Yun yung takeaway ko talaga. Nobody's perfect, but we forgive the people we would like to keep in our lives.
Okay. Yeah.
Yun yung naging takeaway ko. While I was watching this, and I was understanding everyone, and hating a particular decision made by everyone, na-realize na talagang, nga, parang at a certain age, marirealize mo na talagang you just really pick the people you would like to forgive in your life. That's my takeaway.
That's true then. That's super true. Parang you have a more threshold for the people that you love.
Honestly, ito na, Sid.
Yeah.
Ito, between the two of us, the id and the super ego, do you think if we were talking like 10 years ago, do you think we would have parang born each other?
Like the people we are now?
No, like kunwari, we imagine this like before when we were young, when we were age nila ng mga andyan sa Gameboys. Tingin mo being polar opposites. Feeling ko nagkulaman tayo eh. Nagkulaman tayong dalawa talaga, especially without JC.
What do you mean? If we would be friends? Hindi kita naiintindihan. Nag-freeze ka ulit, Carl.
Yeah. We would not have understood each other as much as we can understand each other now.
Oo. Oo naman. Super. Yeah.
And they were and they're at this age eh. Gets mo na parang feeling ko we judge each other to death.
Di naman ako judgy actually when I was younger. I wasn't judgy
but
at
you would
all.
have
Kasi
you would have disagreed with the things I've done. And
actually when I was younger, I was very meek. and shy. So
Ay,
hindi din
talaga?
ako, sobrang hindi ako,
Ay, baliktad
galing
tayo.
akong hirap, galing akong,
Oh.
medyo magulo yung life ko eh. Like, I was rich, I was poor, I was rich, I was poor. So medyo understanding ako. Hindi
Baliktad
ako ganun
tayo.
ka,
And
oo.
ngayon, you're finding the courage to actually assert yourself. Right? So,
Yeah,
baliktad
it took a
tayo.
while.
Ako baliktad tayo. When I was younger, I was really... Tangina, I don't understand you. Stay away. You know,
You start, yeah. So you started out tough and then now you're softening up a bit.
Now I'm more understanding. So, gets mo
Yeah.
na parang he's a
Gets.
slut. No, parang
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hindi talaga. Gets mo? So, I mean,
Yeah.
am I making sense? Pero,
Yeah. I get you. Ako baliktad talaga. I started out very understanding of people. That's why
kaya
ang
nga
dami
hindi
kong...
tayo,
Pero ngayon,
we would not have worked out.
Salis eh. Nagsasalis eh. Alam mo yung takeaway ko sa movie, as in, doon ending, I've watched it twice eh. Yung takeaway ko talaga, ang laki-laki kasi nung sense of love nung Kyril.
Yes.
Parang love is hope. Doon sobrang, yun yung talaga nag-stick sa akin, na the love they have, because it's so strong, have given these two characters so much hope. Parang na it can conquer anything, it can, parang they're so, yung mukha ni Gab sa ending, that last frame, he was so in love and hopeful. There's no, even if he was crying, hindi siya,
Itong question ko sa'yo.
it wasn't, it was not like, he lost all hope or his heart was broken. It wasn't. I don't know nga how they got there eh. Kasi ako, every time, I've had that na eh, na iniwan ako. Nag-ibang bansa, alam mo yun, like ganyan. Masakit eh. Masakit yung ganyan na they chose that destination, whoever that the other person is, na hindi ikaw yung pinili. Pero for them to be able to have that, yung sagutin nila sa dulo, parang grabe yung pagmamahalan ng dalawang yun. I don't know that kind of love now anymore. Iba, that love isn't that common, to be honest.
Well, it's a love story.
Pero it's a unique, dun yung nagawa ng Gameboys the movie for me with these two characters that we've known since season 1 na ang laki-laki talaga ng pagmamahalan ng dalawa. It's so deep and it's so pure.
Have you not, wala ka pa na hanap na ganyan?
Well, to be honest, there are moments in love, in your relationship, in love, that I've experienced that exact moment. Yung that exact feeling na it can conquer everything. There's so much hope in this relationship. There's so much hope because of the love you feel for each other. But it's not, hindi siya na-test tulad ng test ni kay Gav and Kai, na sometimes may ganyang phases yung love in a relationship, but it doesn't last that long or it fizzles out somehow. Pero itong Gav and Kai talaga, grabe. It's rare. It's rare talaga.
It's mature.
Super mature for kids that young.
And again, I don't know if it has anything to do with age or experience, pero honestly, I will be honest in saying na hindi ko kakayanin yun.
Pero Carl,
yung my instinct will tell me what to do, and this is the right, because honestly, this is the right thing to do. To the point that there's no other choice. There's no choice. They were like,
you've been backed against the wall and you had to make that decision.
Na parang you have to go to Bukidnon for your family. You have to go to New York for your family. It seems that there's no other choice. Pero like what I'm saying is, what I can promise is hindi ba ako mag-harbor na resentment. Na when we see each other, wala ba akong isusumbat kasi feeling ko may isusumbat ako.
Pero Carl, hindi ka pwede manumbat kasi pupunta ka din Bukidnon. Hindi eh. Hindi ka pwede manumbat talaga. Kasi to begin with, ikaw pupunta kang Bukidnon talaga. And then Gav was on the fence pa.
He didn't want to do it nga eh, di ba? O nga eh.
Hindi eh. grabe, di pa din ako makaget over. Kaya I still want to rewatch it. Yeah. Sobra.
I'm gonna
Ang sarap.
rewatch it. I am going to
For
rewatch it now
ibang experience siya
when I
sa
rewatch it.
when you rewatch. Ako, when
So
I
let's do it,
rewatch,
parang when I wanna rewatch it again, tapos can we just like, parang I would just push JC to actually watch it also.
sige, mag-schedule tayo ng let's watch it together with JC.
Tapos
Masaya
pupunta
siya.
ako dyan.
Masaya. Let's see. Ano
Hindi
ka
ko
ba?
na
May
kaya
Delta
talaga
variant?
dito, Sid. Hindi ko na kaya dito. Wala naman
Ay,
akong
naku,
Delta.
Carl.
Mababaliw na
Ako
ako.
din.
Susunugin ko na nga yung bahay namin. Ganun nakalala, di ba?
Ako din. Alam mo, ang gusto kong gawin, Carl, gusto ko mag-Airbnb dun sa cottage nila, Gav. Dun sa rest house nila, Gav. Gusto ko talaga mag-Airbnb.
Do you think available siya?
Direct Ivan, kung nanonood ka, or
Direct
idea
Ivan,
first.
Pwede bang isend nyo lang sa amin? Pero
Oo.
dalawa lang tayo. Ano gagawin natin?
Location contact lang. Hindi maghanap
Ano
tayo ng
gagawin
friends.
natin? Dalawa lang yung rooms, friend. Paano yun?
Madali na yan. Basta madali. Pero masaya siyang i-Airbnb.
Mag-organize tayo, Sid. Sige, go. Let's do it.
Ang fun
Papayagan
nun.
ba ako? Si Martin nga hindi ko... Sorry. Oh.
Pero syempre, I mean, ECQ ulit. So, alam mo yan. Basta in the future.
I don't fucking care anymore. I want more. Well, you're not drinking, Sid.
I'm not.
Why?
Ha? I've work tomorrow eh. Maaga.
Ako rin naman eh.
Ayoko uminom.
Gusto mo yung ako rin naman. Diba?
Nag-hydrate ako. Ano pang natin? Closing statements na tayo.
Closing statements, kukuha ako ng bagong wine bottle dapat.
Ay, wag na. Kailangan ko na matulog, Carl. It's 1:30.
Gusto ko pang uminom. Cannot.
I have to sleep.
Ano yung closing statement ko dito? Sobrang shooketh pa ako na parang, this is the hard thing parang this is my first time watching it and I really like have so much feels to the point na parang it's exploded against everything, like everything, and I want to watch it again, seriously. And
yeah.
I don't know. I really don't. Like,
feeling ko, Carl, kasi okay din na I want to know din kasi that yung feelings ni JC Like when you rewatch it when we rewatch it again with JC, pwede nating ituloy ito. Kasi iba din yung experience when you rewatch it.
For me to rewatch. Pero ako parang kasi I was like, ang dami, it's my first time watching it, so I'm just feeling it. So I'm not taking down notes.
Yes.
But I'm sure if I do take down notes, so parang, okay, these are the things that I should be taking down notes of. Wala ako dun eh. Andun ako talaga sa parang, shit ka, the Western Union, parang kind of ordeal, and what Gabriel was going through, and that whole, Tita Susan is ready to, I think we've already talked about her sufficiently, and that's it. I don't know kung tamang wala siya talagang, wala. Paano ba bibigyan ng yan, ng
story arc? Redemption arc.
Even in real life, there are people who are like that and who will just remain like that. Diba?
Yeah. True. Mag-closing statements na tayo, Carl. Kailangan ko na matulog.
Yun yung closing statements ko. I really don't know how
to ba yun?
Pero bravo. At gusto ko pang wait, I'm not going to bother you, but I'm just going to like run, like, para na mabilis just to get the wine sa baba.
Ay, magko-closing statements na tayo para we can end the stream.
Okay. I wanna drink more wine. And
kailangan ko na matulog, Carl. Ako ang closing statements ko. Inisip ko din kung ano yung sinabi ko kasi dun sa unpacking namin eh. Pero yun, parang na-realize ko, actually nag-iba yung experience ko dun ng movie when, because of that community pantry, parang ang closing statements ko with Gameboys kasi it's really naalala ko yung totoong target market ng well generally naman it's us, diba, the LGBT and allies. Pero yung kids that age na how impactful Gameboys must be to them. Imagine, Carl, if we were a teenager that felt like we couldn't be ourselves because may mga titas.
But that's us. That's me. But that's me. That's already
true.
Me.
Hindi, Pero Carl, imagine din yung iba pa rin yung vulnerability of being that young eh.
Hindi,
Iba pa rin
I'm
yun eh.
saying, I am saying that they're going through this now
Mm-mm. Yeah.
compared to us going through this then.
Yeah. Totoo.
It's easier. That is actually easier.
Yeah. Oo.
I'm
Easier
sorry, but
talaga ngayon.
to all the
Oo.
kids watching us and who are very emo and who are very in despair,
Mm-mm.
that is easier. That is that I'm sorry. And I'm not saying this to disparage you. I'm just saying na parang, oh eh, you still have the chance to be like the two of us here. Pumili na lang kayo.
Or better. Or way
Depends on how
better. My God.
depends on how you're going to deal with it. Pero seriously,
Yeah.
honestly, if you're going to go through that route, I'm gonna say na parang it was sobrang harder then.
Yes.
Then,
Agree.
then
Super
kasi they will
agree.
not give you a choice. They will not.
Oo.
Tita
Yeah.
Susan will not. Then Tita Susan will
Yeah.
not give you a choice. She is going to drag you into that car and bring you to
Yeah.
that shrink
Yeah. Mm-mm.
or to that
And
retreat. It's not
and
even a
now
choice.
kasi these kids, ang napansin ko din, kaya ang daming stan accounts, Carl, kasi maraming kids who aren't out. Maraming viewers
Pero
who
kasi,
aren't
do
out.
you see
That
that?
lead to
Pero,
what?
Sid, may ganyan sila.
Kaya nga, that's what I'm
Oo.
saying. Parang the kids now, I'm not comparing then and
No,
us.
no, no,
Iba
no. Oh,
na,
yes,
parang
yes,
there's
yes.
no point. Pero what I'm saying is now, that's what Gameboys has done then for its main target market. It's really such a impact for their development as LGBT youth. Ang laking bagay eh. Laking bagay talaga sa kanila. Nakakaano. I'm reminded, I forget kasi, sometimes kasi tanda ko na nakakalimutan ko na yung feeling nung bata. So hindi ko din ma-say how different
Natatanda ko
it
pa rin
is
siya, yung feeling ng bata.
for kids. Sometimes I forget na how hard. So sometimes I have glimpses, pero yun, I'm just happy that the gay youth now, kumbaga things are getting better for the gays, for the LGBT youth. Things are getting better. Parang they have
Yes.
more tools, they have more things to relate to watch. So at least parang Gameboys is proof of that. And then Twitter, I love how Twitter and Facebook has, even though social media is toxic, it has somehow really made it's changed people's growth, as especially for these young people. Doon ako natutuwa. And the fandoms, na-correct nga ako, hindi siya fandom eh. Ang Gameboys, fandom.
Ano siya?
I felt the family, fandom. O siya,
Yeah.
Carl. Let's go.
So this has been the unpacking. Lahat ba? Have we covered everything, or I'm not sure. I didn't take down notes. Actually, I was intending to take down notes, and I think we pretty much were able to discuss everything you wanted to talk about, from the Terrence
I think
Union,
so also.
from the
Yeah.
Western Union to to Kyril. Those were the three parts naman, di ba? Western Union slash Achilles,
Kyril,
Kyril, and Tita
Tita
Susan.
Susan. Yeah.
Sadly, Pearl was just really a supporting role in this one. Walang tension naman sa kanya eh. Wala talaga. And everything was relegated to Pearl next door. And
yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bravo to, it was
Yes,
really
idea first.
Maganda yung movie.
Super.
Actually. I'm not sure if
Maganda siya.
I was able to say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
Super.
I'm going to watch it again.
From start to end, no? I was so glued to my screen.
Pero totoo yung sinabi siya, there were times that I had to pause it and paste in front of my TV.
Yeah.
It was too
Ako
heavy
din.
sometimes. It was really too parang...
Same. Even the second time around, Carl, kumbaga that's kaya enjoyable din yung second time around, kasi at least you can enjoy it more. It's not kasi yung first time around, yung impact ng Tita Susan talaga.
Yeah, you're just feeling it eh. First time you're just feeling it. Kaya ngayon yung nakakatawa sa reaction videos is that yun yung maganda sa reaction. You're really seeing the...
Yeah. The first, no.
Pero if you want really a more intelligent discussion on it, it has to be after the second or the third viewing, honestly.
Mm. Yeah.
Which is
And
to
the Easter
say,
eggs.
yes.
Mm-mm.
But
O
yeah.
siya. Thanks for
Bye,
joining
guys.
us. This
Thank you for
this
joining us. Yeah.
impromptu unpacking. Our
I
first
know
ever live unpacking,
I
Carl.
know. We wanted to really actually just tape it, pero parang sabi ko parang, I also want to know what they think because it was like,
Mm-mm.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. At sabi nga
Thanks,
ni, ano,
viewers. Yeah, totoo. Super true.
see you again soon and maybe hopefully next time. Wait, well, these are our utangs to you. We have to do the finale of
Stuck on you.
Stuck on You. We all it said you wanted to do that thing with yung kila Adrian.
Ay, oo. Yeah, yung Love Underneath, Beneath the Stars, or basta, yung
Love,
ano nila.
yeah, we'll do
And
Love
then,
Beneath the
ano
Stars.
ka pa, I have to edit pa the unpacking with yung movie unpack party nung with the Gameboys fans.
Yeah,
Interesting
with
din yung usapan doon talaga.
JC and I are not part of that, but I will watch that sis, so I'm looking forward to that also. And then what else? Parang may isa pa eh. Hindi ko matandaan.
Yun lang. Yun na lang.
At saka,
That's
my
it.
God, yung Tale of a Thousand Stars, hinintay ko lang po si Sid kasi
Sige. Wala na akong
kasi
copyright strike. Sige,
episode
pwede.
1 pa lang po yung napapanood
Okay.
ko. And
Sige.
of course, hopefully would redo this, but after GCS watched and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So bye guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.